Welcome everybody to Dungeons and Dragons. Last week, we had quite the shenanigans that went on. Evendur, would you like to sum up last week's adventure?
Sure, I'll try. Let's say we were floating around in the astral sea, and this large boat, this metal boat with two plumes of energy on each side of it,
Indeed.
approached us, and well, we didn't put up a fight, so they took us prisoner, and as we were sitting in the cell, Riven was she escaped capture, so she snuck onto the ship, and oh god, she broke us out, right? Is that what happened?
She did.
And while she was
She did. Amidst the ensuing combat of a group of apparent angels or angelic type forces that laid siege to the vessel while it is in the astral sea. D&D Beyond.
Yep.
So, while you were below deck, she, while invisible, was able to release you. You were able to find your items that have been placed and picked through. The people who are there apparently do not speak common or any tongue that you're aware of. However, one person who looked like the race that had taken you did in fact speak common, so he was giving brief details of everything while you released him as well. So, you are below deck in the astral sea on a vessel that there is combat being that is raging on the top deck, and you can hear just the thuds and explosions of magical power coming on the outside of where you currently are, with the hatch closed and you have it locked from the inside. The individuals that had been below deck that surfaced, of the three that came up, or four rather, one was the only one who did not try to transport their body to the top. He was knocked unconscious and then was stabbed was impaled by a javelin thrown by one small beach ball sized metallic creature that is in your control. So you are underneath the deck. You can hear all this going on above. Gizmo is there, and he's kind of passive and standing by the doorway and is being held at bay by Demitri. So what is everyone doing at this point?
I think we had decided to kind of hold our action and attack any dark elves that came down, but just be ready to defend ourselves if the Celestials attacked us, right?
Yeah.
Came down.
That's correct. Riven did not feel comfortable going.
No, I don't know what she had planned though. You remember?
Nope.
Her plan was to not be seen by the angels. She wants to stay below deck.
Yeah,
She was using that little scrying orb or whatever?
She was, and then it was destroyed.
Yeah.
So she is blind now as for what is going on above deck, but you still hear it waging the ensuing combat above. It has been going on for probably 4 minutes now, just constant.
How far did we move from where we got captured?
And it's like 20 foot wide, right? 15,
Yes.
20 foot
Yes,
wide?
20 feet wide, yes.
So, I don't know. Oh, you want to, the boat. Oh, yeah.
You only know that
I was like, we're on the other side of the room, I think. Sorry.
you were taken below deck, and the ship had not moved at all. However, you were placed in the cells. You did feel the ship start moving a little, but you're not sure if it was actually going anywhere. When Riven, and if you ask Riven, Riven does say that ship was not moving, or at least it didn't look like it was moving from her vantage point.
I was making sure she'll be able to get a carpet bed. That's
Well, the carpet and the
carpet and then the drugs.
yeah,
Barely,
the
yes.
goods. Barrel of holding.
And we got that guy with us too, the other prisoner. Dendrillo or something.
Dendrillo.
Dendrillo.
And he's a wizard apparently, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he will not fight. He will actually be captured again. Correct?
Is that what he said?
Yeah. He said, I'm not gonna. He's like, basically, I'm used to being a prisoner, right?
What the hell?
That guy's crazy.
No, when
Was he gonna? I thought he wasn't gonna fight with us.
someone, I think it was Demitri, suggested that everyone just give up and commit suicide,
Oh yeah.
he had said that he wasn't going to do that. He
Yeah.
wasn't going to let that happen.
Would he fight to the death?
He would.
Okay.
That is what he had said.
All right. Yeah. So what does it sound like upstairs? Still crazy
just
battling.
Booming, the slamming of people and metal things chinking off of this metallic boat.
Any battle cries or languages that we can hear, understand?
You can hear,
Are they all muffled from the?
it is quite muffled, but
Yeah.
you can hear what the language of the people that had taken you, and the kind of sounds of a choir of people is almost what it sounds like waging on behind it,
Okay.
behind the scenes.
So we can expect them to break in at any moment now, right?
I would assume so, right?
Just stand here ready just in case something happens.
And are these okay? Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll
Ready
wait.
our weapons.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Okay.
And there's like a defensive posture and there's like an offensive posture. Hopefully we can communicate that if they don't speak our language. Like just when they come down, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Indeed. Let me grab some people. Do we have miniatures for everybody?
See, senor?
Yeah.
Not Riven.
Oh yeah, not Riven. I got one for what's his name?
Do I still have comprehend language activated?
Don't use that for Riven. No, comprehend language has run out.
Oh boy, I better recast it then.
Oh wait. You recast it when
When we got captured.
you got
Right
captured.
when-
Yes, it is still up.
Okay, cool.
Is that concentration? I don't think it's concentration.
No, I don't. Let me see.
Did you get hacked?
It's not.
I didn't think so. It just lasts an hour. That makes sense. Yes, you can still comprehend languages with the spell that you have cast.
So this will.
So at least we got one way coming.
Yeah.
But at least we can understand. commands and
Does
stuff.
Dendrillo speak the language of the Celestials, which is probably Celestial?
If you ask him that,
Do you speak the language?
I do not speak the celestial tongue.
You're a wizard, is that correct?
You can say that, yes.
What kind of spells do you know? Anything that'll be of use to us in combat?
You can count that I would be able to take care of myself.
Okay. What school of magic specifically?
Magic concerning specifically the mind.
Does anyone know what that means?
Yeah. You probably would know if you rolled, I bet.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
can roll, yeah.
Steven knows.
Yeah.
Benjen has no idea.
Oh, I rolled a natural one.
Natural
Awesome.
one. You look at him. This guy he probably doesn't have any like regular training because you're asking him questions about school.
They're all magic of the mind, obviously. What is this guy talking about? Yeah.
So,
Do you have anything that you can help us with?
what would you have in mind?
Can you make us all invisible?
I cannot, unfortunately. However, if something is invisible, I can see it.
Very well. I just go back to my defensive
Yeah.
posture.
It's more of the opposite of what you're referring to.
Yeah. Do you think we should wait down here? Should we go up there? How would these beings react best?
Unpredictable temperament, I would say. I've not encountered them in any pleasant circumstance, so while I have not engaged in combatives with them before, the fact that we are on this ship with these people does not bode well.
Maybe we should all get back in the pins, in the cells.
Pretend we're still prisoners.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
But what about all aren't there like dead bodies like right next to us?
Yeah, but they don't know we did it.
Yeah, we throw them in the other cave.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, we say they fought each
I
other.
tried to like bury the one in like the hay or whatever.
Yeah, throw them in the other
Yeah, so.
We can do that.
Yep.
Pretend
Well, what are we gonna do with our weapons?
Oh yeah, how do we lock them? Yeah, that's...
Is there hay in here?
There is a
We can cover our weapons with it.
it's not hay per se. It's more of a soft. It almost looks like powder, but it's sticking together. Like, have you ever seen
Like hamster sawdust.
magnetic shavings? How they kind of
Oh,
stick
yeah.
together. So it's similar to that, but it's very soft and it stays into one mass. It does shift when you push it, but it has more of a metallic look.
To sell this, I think we're gonna have to put our weapons back on the rack.
And
Or we
then
can just stay here.
Do we lock ourselves in again?
Like how would we lock or something? That's the thing.
Yeah. It's a really complicated plan.
Because no, because
Too many steps.
Because the unseen servant was able to open it
Mhm.
last time, so
So we just tell them the truth, you know. We were prisoners, but we broke out.
Sounds good to
We
me.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Why
if we
complicate things?
present ourselves in a non-threatening posture, it might, it might work.
Mm-hmm.
or if there's another way out of the ship, maybe like a bottom hatch.
Yeah.
We just blow up on the side of the
Yeah.
ship.
Like, is there like a pooper or something? How Amir got out?
You can certainly investigate. There are 4 rooms on the bottom deck, and there are 2 rooms on the deck that you're currently.
Yeah, they could have holes. They could have like access panels on the bottom of their boat. It's not gonna fill with water.
5.
21.
Martha goes down and finds the locked door that is on the bottom deck, and she tries to open it and spends her time trying to do that while Evendur goes past her into that back area where all of the hammocks are swinging, or they're not even swinging, they're just kind of like floating there in space, where all of the beds are, and look around and find a small panel that's towards the very back, and it looks like it might somehow be open, but you don't see where the opening mechanism for it is. But you do see a very conspicuous looking panel where the metal is lined, and then it would be similar to someone placing a door without a handle on it, and you see the outline of the door, but there's nothing apparently for you to manipulate it. Pushing on it doesn't do anything, and there's no way to
You
pull
should
it in.
pull. Oh.
Come on.
Because there's no handle.
So I leave. Oh, do you tell us that's
Yeah, like, hey, I found
So-
this thing over here, and I don't know how to open it.
okay? Did I? I just want to look around for anything that might help us get back home. So I'm gonna basically look for treasure.
Sure.
But I'm really looking for things that'll get us back home.
Like, this is a portal open.
Yeah, seriously.
You find very strange looking objects that have been placed in one of those rooms on the bottom that is open. There are 3 that are unlocked. There is one room that has these circular ceramic looking coins. They're not any type of coinage that you've seen before. They're not made of copper or bronze or silver or gold or platinum or anything of that sort, but they look very conspicuous because this group of people looks like they mostly collect things for warfare. It hasn't been really, there hasn't been anything that you have found that has indicated that they are collecting any particular things that doesn't have intrinsic value. Mostly it's for utility that they have been keeping.
Like the
them.
predators.
And
Okay,
then there is
what are
that
these?
locked door.
Yeah. What do the ceramic things look like? What's the emblem on them? Is
Sure.
it just a disc or?
So they're about, they have a thickness to them,
Mm-hmm.
and they do have metal brackets and balls on there, and they have that symbol that you see there. Of the,
Yeah. Is that a human skull?
It is not a human skull, and it's kind of elongated and has a different tapering where
Aliens for sure.
the brain
Okay.
would fit in that cavity. Actually, yeah, so let's slide that over to you. So there's about 50 of those inside one of
take
the
'em.
room. Okay.
Can I make a history check on this?
Can
You can try.
when I look at the door,
13.
I was gonna try a thieves' tool at the door.
yeah, you're trained, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead and try and pick the lock. It isn't anything that you have encountered before.
Hey, Dendrillo, you know anything about the staff of the Python by any chance?
It may not be the time.
21?
Can I assist
hold
him?
on there.
Can I aid him?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
so
trained.
she is able to get the lock open. And
Okay.
it's a strange mechanism that the lock is like normally your tools are trying to hit pins and force them open and then get the door to slide the lever to slide over to the side. But taking a look in, it's kind of a larger space, so you have a lot more room to be able to actually look into the lock and see what it's made of, and you do see that it kind of has like whatever device goes in it has springs probably or something like that that pushes out the end of it, so that when you slide it in, it will then fill in the space on that side, so you're able to use your tools and get the top and bottom and then hit all of these spots where it needs to be hit in all of the different angles, and just by simply hitting that, you feel the door just kind of click and become loose, and then you're able to pull it forward. The inside of the door is...
Like on the other side or the inside of the door?
Oh, right, no, sorry, yeah, on the other side of the door.
Okay.
When you pull it open, you see that the walls have a mirrored polished sheen on the inside, and is kind of a concave looking curvature to it. So when you open it, you see your face, but it's kind of elongated because of the curvature of the surface. And there is a panel that has a spot for some object to be placed on the side of it, and then on the other side it looks like you stick your arm inside this slot somehow. It's very strange looking, and the panel is about waist high, and there are different levers, and there is while the rest of the boat has been kind of a solid black metal, this has kind of it's kind of like a mother of pearl color to it, so it is in stark contrast to your surroundings as you open this door.
Can I get I'm seeing servant to drag one of the bodies on and just stick the arm in the thing? I'm not gonna stick my arm in.
How much weight can an unseen
I
servant?
think it has strength of 2.
I'll go grab the body.
Certainly. So.
It does look like a handhold, right? I mean, it looks like basically it's like a, what's it called? Captain Picard goes there.
The bridge.
No, not the brig, like
The holodeck
not
was?
the holodeck, like how you drive a spaceship, like the
bridge, the cockpit.
yeah, like a cockpit, right? But you stand up is kind of what it looks like.
It looks, yeah, if I
A
had
human
to
would think
describe
about
it
it.
that way, yeah.
Are there any lights or
The helm
anything?
of the ship.
There
The panels.
is-
What do the panels look like? Just mirror?
It is that's that mother of pearl, like a white, yellow white
No characters
color
or
to it.
pictures.
It looks plain. Do you want to touch it? You want to put the arm of the
Well,
person
maybe-
in there?
Oh, we should ask the guy first.
Yeah, maybe it's something you got to use. You got to fly with your mind.
We should ask do you know what this room is?
Sure. So you bring Dendrello down. He goes over and looks. So would not be of any assistance here. I'm sorry. This vessel was not built by the Githyanki who have taken it. So this looks slightly beyond what I have experienced.
I'll just
So-
do a straight intelligence.
Oh, hold on. Does it look like a hand goes in there or like a tentacle?
You can make an investigation check.
I just want to look in there, like, are there finger holes or? Pretty good. 12 plus 1, 17. Is it 13? Is what I actually. 12
Sure.
plus 1 is.
So what looks like maybe your arm can fit in there. When you get in, you start seeing that the space where it, looking up close at it, not putting your arm in it.
Yeah.
You see that it goes in a ways and then sort of tapers off. So whatever it is, it's probably too small for any of your arms to fit in there. And it really only goes in maybe to about your forearm.
Gives you superpowers. Just put your arm in there.
It could be. It could be that it gives you superpowers.
His Spider-Man's life got worse after he got bit. Is all I'm saying.
Things got much worse.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we should make Gizmo do it.
No,
Oh.
but Gizmo's too small. Because
It's too small.
No, but we have that dead body just in case.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do an intelligence check to see how this maybe would work.
Yeah.
You do a strength intelligence check.
Yes, it is a 15.
15, not too shabby. Hold on a second, don't want bugs to be climbing all the time.
Yeah, we just,
I needed to close the door in case the Githyanki were spying on us.
no, but they can just teleport in.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
don't think this will work without like a foil hat.
So, straight intelligence check. What level of trying to make this work are you comfortable with?
I'm just trying to
Are you
up to the level of sticking a dead arm in there. That's it.
Got it. Okay. So you move the body over close and take the arm and start trying to put it in there. And then as soon as the arm goes in there, it only goes in probably about 6 inches before it is no longer going further in because of the way that it's tapering. And as while it goes on there, the panel kind of thrums and starts vibrating, and these white glyphs begin popping up on the top of the panel while it's humming, and you see this all happening, and after 2 seconds of the hand being in there and this very quick and you see the glyphs begin appearing.
Can I read them
You can try.
with comprehend language,
Comprehend language can do anything.
or is it more like just symbols rather than a written language?
Comprehend.
Because as long as it's a foreign language, I can read anything.
And that is,
Yep.
let me
You
consult
ruined
the Book of
everything.
You
The Book of
also
Armaments.
understand any written language you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. Are you going to touch the surface?
Yes, I will.
Oh, the spell doesn't decode secret messages in text or glyph, or such as an arcane sigil. This isn't part of a written language.
Oh, okay.
That is
Glyphs
part
aren't
of
a
it.
language then. Okay.
So,
You learned something new though, right?
are
Yeah.
you going to put your hand on there and try anyways?
Yeah, sure. What's it? Intelligence check?
So it will just be you placing your hand on the panel very quickly to try and ascertain this. So you put your hand on the panel while it begins glowing, and the surface of the panel turns from that white to a very bright blue, and you pull your hand away, but only after taking
The arm is chopped off.
5 lightning damage.
Uh,
It quickly just like this arc of lightning hits the surface and electrocutes you and apparently this hand, and then it goes, it just
Powers
stops
down.
thrumming after this hand has been placed in it.
Well, I think I broke it.
I'll remove the arm and put it back in.
Oh, wow.
You pull the arm out, you stick it back in, and it goes again. That,
Okay.
So we can only use it with that.
and then after like 3 seconds, it not touching anything, it again, and you see an arc go across the panel surface, and it powers back down.
What do the glyphs look like?
The glyphs
Look like
have-
magic stuff he's written before, or?
very different from the magic stuff that you have written in your rituals and ritual casting. It has,
Does it look, so I know Elvish and Common, does it look flowy, or does it look like?
it doesn't
Dwarven?
look flowy or
Looks
anything like
otherworldly,
that.
huh?
It looks otherworldly.
Would I
So-
make a history check on that? Is that something I can do?
You can try.
Alright.
So kanji, like the Asian script, is very flowy and has a lot of very particularly placed lines and the way that it goes. However, if you look at the way the Korean language is written, it has more spatially identified markings,
Uh-huh.
and you can see that kind of a pattern in what this is. There are dots and there are squares and circles and lines that are placed in a very particular order, and they kind of form a semicircle going from the top of the panel down to the side. And after placing the hand inside, you you notice that on the second time, after placing the hand in, it arcs over. The semicircle kind of fades on one portion, and then these two symbols remain bright until after the electric shock that goes through it.
So I rolled 11 on that check.
On to determine,
I mean,
you can
12.
identify this language, or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Are the glyphs or whatever? What have I seen them before? Or?
You have not encountered this before.
So 2 things popped up when we set the arm again? Or
So it was the same things that happened, just on the second time you then realized that when the sigils that had appeared, everything else kind of died down except for these 2 symbols, and that's when the arc of lightning went through. But it did do that the first time, you're just now recognizing it happening on the
we
second.
try again and use mage hand and push it.
I don't, I mean, sure, I don't know if it's a good idea. I think this thing's not gonna work for us.
You gotta push
It's
the
not
buttons
a
with the
wagon.
dead end, I guess.
I step out of the room.
It's kind of cramped, so
Yeah.
Benjen's realizing, this
Do you
is-
think this is how they fly the thing?
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
mean, there are no sails on the ship,
Yeah,
correct?
The mast itself has a type of canvas that's rigged up and tied to the top, but it has not been in use.
Because we didn't see it. Did we see a helm when we were put down here?
There was a steering wheel.
Yeah, and there was a
on the surface.
captain.
Yeah.
I try to remember, were there rudders?
No, there's just the wheels.
Okay, but there wasn't like a rudder.
There was a thing on the back of the ship.
It's probably no use though.
That's their secondary.
Well, I'm trying to think. So we can move in this place with thought, right? How would you move a ship that didn't think? It'd be hard, wouldn't it?
Probably using magic.
Yeah, or your thought, right?
Yeah.
So you need somebody who can read this thing. Somebody who can turn it on, and then maybe. Well, why don't you just stand there and try to think, and see if it moves?
But should
Well, you're the one that told us how to do this.
All right.
So I'll turn back on.
I uncork a healing potion. We'll pull you out.
All right.
The healing
Let's give it a
potion has
shot.
a
Might as
hint
well
of
try.
seed to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll sit down back in.
Okay. So I'm not touching the thing again, obviously. So I'm just
Right.
gonna
Standing in front.
gonna
Do
think.
your wizard thing and try to think.
Gonna think
Think.
about manipulating movement of the ship.
Think Nuledza.
Huh?
Where we came from.
Okay. All right. I'm doing it. I'm thinking.
Okay, go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Can we assist them at all?
25.
25.
Think real good.
Yeah.
Thinking B. So standing there in front of this panel, you stick the hand in again?
Yep. We have to turn
Well, maybe,
it on.
hold on. The guy said it wasn't made by the people who built the ship, but the people who have the ship now, the Githyanki, it wasn't made by the.
But
So I don't know if it was locked. I mean, why would you lock your? I mean,
Because they were
the
pretty
hell?
good at running up. Maybe they locked it because they're like, oh, we gotta lock the engine room and run out.
Is that where we are? The engine room?
You know, you got me. Yeah.
Because it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna attack. Let me leave the engine room open.
Maybe that's what you do. Maybe that's what you do. I don't know.
So while you're having this conversation
Yeah.
out in the hall, Evendur,
I'm like from the threshold, like trying to help.
Yeah,
You-
the hands
you
are being
think-
stuck in by the unseen servant.
Yeah.
We're not even in the room. We're literally
right. You think very strongly about the continent that you're from, your home world. You're trying to will this machine or this device.
His house, please have it go to his house. Just show up. Dad, why aren't you paying my credit card bills?
And
taking everything.
Yeah. Look what I've made of myself. Celestials flanking us on the other side.
you get you kind of close your eyes trying to concentrate, and you hear the thrumming of it getting louder, and in the moment that you hear the arc of electricity going across the panel, you get the impression in your mind like everything goes white. You find yourself standing on a stone in the middle of floating space. You see stars, you see planets around you, and the
See what happens when you're sober?
This happens when I'm high too now.
Yeah. Except this is real, man.
the stone
Is this real life right now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
that is that you're standing on has those same strange sigils placed on it in that semicircle fashion, and you feel the vessel itself connected to this stone that you are standing on. And
What do we see?
you see Evendur standing there and just kind of like breathing softly in the room. There's nothing, you didn't see the machine react at all to anything.
We're doing 1, 2, 3. Lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no lightning.
But he put the hand in.
Yeah, the hand went
But
in.
it didn't happen this time.
And it didn't happen. You just see him standing there and like,
I should look at Martha. I'm like,
Is it working?
so.
It didn't electrocute this
Evendur,
time.
what do you want to try? You're standing here and you are standing on this stone and you
In and out.
see space around you.
So I see the glyphs, and I guess. Oh man, I don't want to touch it though.
Your feet that are touching the stone that you're on that has the sigils on it, because you have comprehend languages, it does say that if part of the sigil is written in a written language, then you can read that, you can comprehend that.
Oh, okay.
And
because a sigil's like a picture, right?
Right.
And a character is okay.
right. And within one of these sigils, you see direction. Like it's more like the concept of direction rather than north, south, east, west, left,
So
right,
forward,
up, down.
Forward, back, side.
Right. So when you place your hand on it, it doesn't come in a very clear message, but these different sigils are directing different flows of direction.
All right, so I want to experiment by pressing the one that moves us forward.
Okay. You don't feel anything. Everyone who is in the ship suddenly kind of rocks a little bit, and as soon as that happens, the feeling of gravity is restored on the ship, and you're standing on the floor now. You feel.
Oh yeah, we've
weighted
been floating this whole time.
again.
Thing is, would Riven be trying to get her carpet? If it's within this, because she can remotely move it. Right?
I don't know.
Riven absolutely would do anything to get her
Yeah,
carpet.
that's why I was like, oh, Riven.
So yeah, I mean, I'm just testing the water. So after the ship moves. So wait. Did you say I perceive the forward movement?
Yes.
Okay. After it lurches forward a little bit, I take my hand off of it.
Okay. Well, you're standing on top of it, so you're not really placing it.
All right. So my foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it jerks a little bit and then goes to a very gradual stop.
Okay.
Are you gonna say anything, or what are you gonna?
Yeah. Can I talk to people while I'm still like in this vision right now?
You can try.
He's just drooling.
Well, I'm just gonna exit the that driver's mode or whatever it's called.
So you step back down off of the rock, and the feeling of gravity just dissipates again, and everyone becomes weightless again. So after that very momentary, like,
I puke.
Okay.
Yeah. So that I was able to move the ship. If you guys felt that, so
Yeah, we felt it. We could concept of gravity, but we had weight. We weren't floating around anymore.
yeah.
Did he stay still in the ship?
He wasn't moving like the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get us out of here? You made the ship move. Let's go.
Are we good to go?
Riven sticks her head down from the top deck where you had walked down. Hey, turn this thing over to where the carpet and the barrel is, and let's get that.
Which direction is
Yeah.
it?
Which direction? How can we see outside? Can I see
don't
outside?
You can certainly try again if you want to.
All right. So all right. Let's do that.
Hold on, before you do it,
Uh,
I say engage.
Captain Picard, engage.
Make it so.
The arm end.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So all right. I what's the?
You should make an intelligence check.
Yeah. Do I have to do another intelligence check?
You can do it this time with advantage.
Advantage.
I didn't think I had to do it again, but 19. At 11, so
19.
19.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So you connect again, and everyone watching on the outside. When is he going to do it?
So what? So can I see outside the ship now?
You look down at the sigils.
Uh,
There is one that has. There's one that specifies the term.
Vision.
Well, there's
Sight.
one that says. There's one that says
Periscope.
Periscope. Oh my gosh. It says. Oh man. Offensive. Like an offensive maneuver, and then there is
weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
then there is one that says senses. So those are
Senses it is.
Nah, I don't need to be feeling my emotions. Anyway, I'm just kidding, you can't hear me.
you. As soon as you focus on that, the sigil glows in this kind of soft green, and the outside of the vessel comes into view, and you see angels and Githyanki that are fighting, and the angels their numbers have thinned quite a bit, but the Githyanki are all but wiped out. There's 2 Githyanki that are fighting ferociously on the top of the deck, and it looks like whatever had happened that brought gravity to the surface threw a lot of people off, and the angels were not affected by it and continued their attack, and it gave them the advantage.
So celestial worship is still in sight, right?
You don't see a celestial worship.
Yeah, I think it just came like on their wings.
What
Or
was
like
that
maybe a
big jolt
portal.
then? They hit it with something hard.
Fireball.
Yeah, fireball, lightning.
Now, how's the ship look? Is it damaged in any way? Is it still holding up pretty well?
There are noticeable dents in the surface of it,
We got a
But-
co-page, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
but other than that, it doesn't appear to have been devastated
No.
on the top deck at all.
Okay, so no critical damage. All right.
What is
Well,
critical damage here?
I don't know, probably like a puncture in the hull or something like
There's
that.
no oil leaking,
Yeah.
it doesn't have any wheels, so that's
Fuck.
good.
It has a 2.
Oh, turbines, yeah, or whatever those things are.
They were both functional, the energy.
When you focus
They
on
might be aftermarket.
that portion of it, you have this primal, chaotic rage that begins thrumming towards you when you're starting
Should not
to check
have this power.
on the fire and on the wind, and when you're
Because one's fire, one's air.
when
right?
you begin focusing on it, it cries in this very primal sense for release, like it is somehow captured by this ship.
They're like captured like elementals or something in there.
We have 2 big hamsters.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
It's
All right,
like-
except they're not hamsters. It's like giving your kid a pet badger.
Well, you have a baby.
Kept
Yeah.
it pet, you know.
And then like torturing it for
Just
millennia.
for use, yeah. Just
Endless tells of time.
for our own benefit.
It's very intimidating to feel that kind of hatred and anger coming towards you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do like a brief like check of all of the other onboard systems to make sure they're,
Yeah.
Sure.
so they're operating correctly.
So you want to just like go through all of the sigils and try and see like if they all light up.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
So
not
you go
activate.
through the machine. This ship kind of like moves in a bunch of different directions, and all
That's
of you, it's jostling everyone around, and Gizmo falls over and like rolls towards the back of the ship, like.
Oh, he doesn't have like a stabilizer?
He-
Like he's got to have like a tripod or somewhere.
That's a good point. He
Yeah.
rolls and like his 2 legs kind of
His kickstand.
flops up and
He's
stops
all-
in his place.
Javelin.
Yeah.
The rest of the ship goes through. You see the sails begin to unfurl, and then they go back up, and
Yeah, it sounds like a pre-flight check.
It literally is like windows up, windows down, air check.
Flaps, you know,
Yeah,
ailerons, whatever.
Yep.
Make sure the control
Thrusters.
when you get to the
the air thingy that like cools people down.
oxygen mask,
Yeah. Little kids start crying. That's awesome.
when you get to the offensive, the sigil for that, you see the 3 devices that are on the front immediately light up, and this flaming sphere just shoots out of all 3 of them. One angel that is flying through the air at that time gets impacted by one and immolates entirely, and
Oh, shoot,
he
guys.
disappears in a flash.
Guys, I actually killed somebody. You gotta get out of here.
Let's do it.
Can they hear that?
So you say that out loud, and the internal portion of the entire ship emanates with your voice.
Oh
as
my
you
God.
say,
So it's all-
guys, I just, and it's super loud, and
This
everyone,
is your captain speaking.
I just killed somebody. You gotta leave.
you're saying it, and you're thinking, oh, they're standing right behind me, they'll hear it, and it's super loud to everybody who's underneath
So
there.
you guys say anything back to me?
How long has this been?
It's been
Like we see like the portholes open and close, and
right.
we hear the turbine.
Yes, it probably was over the course of maybe 10 seconds, so it was just a very rapid, just like.
He's pushing. He's online too quick.
He's a goner.
Alright, so, let's go pick up our stuff and get the hell out of here.
Amen.
He says over the intercom.
Oh, yes, we have our stuff. Oh, the what's it called?
Barrel.
Yeah.
Carpet. So, do I see the barrel and carpet in the distance?
So while you are in this this view, you can't perceive anything really beyond 30 feet outside of where the ship is.
Are there any holes, like portholes, or anything that I can look out?
When you were going through the systems check, there were rows of like windows that had opened up, like for like if you had, and they were at the level of like if you had cannons on deck,
Yeah.
you could push them over towards them. So they were a little bit lower, but they all opened simultaneously, like
Okay.
like they slammed shut. After.
Well,
Push that button again. Push.
yeah.
Is that the only way we can see out of this thing? Like,
All right, let's just get out of here. Forget the stuff. Seriously, I don't care. I don't care.
okay.
I'm really sorry, Riven.
Let's take a vote on it.
So we go get the stuff. We got to send somebody out to go get it.
Well, I'm sure she will go out and get it because nobody else is gonna want
All
to.
right.
No.
Yeah,
What's
okay.
her range of communicating with it? We say we do a drive-by. What's it? Like,
Oh.
yeah. We can just do like, oh, this is.
I think
If
it's
you
30
get it, you
feet,
get it.
actually.
Yeah.
If you get it, you get it.
I said to Riven, hey, Riven, if you want your stuff back, go find it and tell
Go
me where to
get it
go.
yourself.
Go find it, fly over by it.
Which we don't
Yeah.
know.
Where are we going? You tell me.
Well, I don't know how you steer this thing, so you tell
You
me.
tell me which direction to go.
Hold on. I need to see how close I can be to the carpet before she.
Yeah, because she
30
she's up there like.
Is there another
30
feet?
She has to be within 30 feet to command the carpet.
Really hard.
Man.
She,
We're just gonna roll. We're just gonna have to like. We gotta do a drive-by.
We're gonna do our best.
This goes really fast.
Yeah.
she says, listen, we should send someone on top real quick to go take a look around, and I'm not going to do it, but someone needs to see.
If
If you tell me the password, the activation word, I'll go up there and check.
Ooh,
But you gotta tell me.
We don't even have to go from the top. We can go from the side.
That.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
That's what she would do
Yeah.
for real.
Amber
She
would never
wouldn't
do that,
Yep,
yeah.
she wouldn't tell nobody.
If she's trying to go top, I say no. We can go to the side doors.
Yep.
It's the side path. That's the.
She's going to try and sneak on top.
No, I try to stop her. I'm like, no, we need to do the side ports, the cannon ports, right?
Can he do it? Like, can he open them up?
But can you open it again? One of wherever the side ports were.
Okay, which side?
Whatever.
So-
Both.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
I open up all-
Starboard.
Everyone's voices kind of come in like it sounds like everyone is really far away from where you are.
You're all these guys are idiots.
So yeah, I open all the cannon ports.
You open them up. I'm gonna make a perception check. And is anyone else looking?
Yeah,
I'll
anybody else?
I'll just roll the Nice. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So she she runs over to one side and Benjen on the other side of the ship. Is that what you're looking for over there? She runs over. Yep. Okay.
All right, left, right.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Do the
Can't ever remember. Starboard.
Starboard's right side.
You start shifting to the right. And she says,
Evendur-
port.
Oh my god. Alright, I start turning left.
All right. Close the window. All right. Go straight.
Okay, I start moving forward. I close the window, start moving forward.
Sure. You start moving forward. You still see the angels on top. The dispatch of the last two get Yankee, and there are only 5 of these celestial beings that are still there, and they begin like flying over and hovering over and trying to see where there's anything to get into the ship.
There's nothing open, is there?
They don't see any place to go in. And indeed, you seeing top deck where the hatch was originally, that it has been closed and sealed from the inside, it looks like a solid piece of metal from the top.
That's awesome.
Alright, so I mean, we risk like having them board the ship if we open the windows again.
So we just have
Well, that's not an option.
No, we just have the carpet just follow. Because if we get close enough, the carpet just follow.
Well, what about the barrel of drugs?
It'll be on the carpet.
Martha.
The carpet will carry you, right?
Reverend says, well, I can't command the barrel to do anything, but I might be able to move it with the carpet.
Okay, you make
Nice
sure
to
you
do
do
that,
that.
right?
Because we're not opening these windows to let the other guys
Because
on.
I have my portion of drugs already. Because
My portion of drugs up
my
you,
kind of losses.
So I stop the ship next to.
yeah, you get up to where there's this. You start getting in like there's small rocks that are in that start appearing in the direction that you're moving, and you just hear this doo like as you're hitting them, moving forward, and you see a massive rock kind of like suddenly appear, and the speed you were going, you quickly kind of slow down so everybody is jostled
I
forward.
blast it. How do I shoot it?
You use the offensive. It blasts portion of the rock away from the front,
Uh-huh.
and the you can just see on the very outside of your vision the carpet that is there, and it looks like she had flown in to a crevice of the rock so that she was well hidden.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't be able to get to it from there, but you can tell her if you're within range or not.
Yeah, so, okay. Well, Riven, we're in range right now, so hopefully you can reach out to that carpet and
Figure it out.
tell her what to do.
She runs over to the back of the ship first,
She's just thinking.
and
Yeah, right.
runs over to the front of the ship, and you just see the carpet start moving towards the ship. The barrel is not with it.
It's just, the barrel is just staying still.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a lot of drugs.
Can you just open something on the front so I can see what I'm doing, because I have no idea. I'm just telling it to come towards me.
Oh, but you.
Alright, well,
Evendur, can you see anything?
is there, have I figured out a way to just open up one cannon
Evendur
port?
can see anything.
Yeah, I can see, yeah, I'm looking at the carpet in the barrel right now.
Just tell. If you see the carpet, you just tell the carpet. Like you say, oh, Riven, go left, right.
In like three-dimensional space, like she can go up, down, she can miss it in a lot of different ways.
We should just find a way to let the stuff in. Let the carpet in.
But we want it as close as possible, and then just open up.
I'm saying just open one of these windows towards the front, and if you can do it just a crack, then I will be able to try and see what I'm doing, because I don't know what I can't see.
Okay, so I make some kind of check to see if I can open just one cannon port?
You can certainly try. When you had done it before, everything opened and everything closed.
Alright, so how close is the carpet now?
The carpet is like right up against the ship, and it has kind of pancaked up against the side of the boat.
Alright, Riven, get ready to bring in the carpet. You ready?
All right.
Alright, open up the windows.
And she looks out, and her carpet comes in, and she just grabs it in this big hug.
You have it?
Yes, I got it.
Alright, close the windows.
She looks out as the window closes. She says, the barrel is right there.
Where are the Celestials?
They are on the top deck, and they're standing on the top of the ship.
Do we risk it? Do we get the barrel too?
I'm fine with it.
How big is this opening that opens up?
It opens big enough for probably one of them to crawl through. It's like it would be an uncomfortable crawling through it, but yeah.
Will the barrel fit in?
How far is
The barrel would. It might. It's hard to tell from how far you are.
Because I do
Dang.
mine's the service still up. Just go through the whole floor.
Okay, can somebody join me on using the controls or whatever?
Standing where you are. If someone else was standing on top of it with you, one of you would like get knocked off.
Okay, so never mind then. Alright, what do you want to do?
Might just have to sacrifice the drugs because literally is. You don't have to.
Screw the drugs, no more?
Well,
Because the only way is we had to open up the port again.
Yeah,
Because-
we don't even know if it would fit in.
Well, we could break the barrel. And
It starts screwing
as much as
Stuff out
possible.
here.
As much as possible.
It's true. We could just open the top of it and just take it all in. Could find something else to put it in.
I go upstairs.
Okay. There is the cells. There
No,
are
I go to the deck.
Oh, you're going
You're
to
gonna
the
go
top
on
deck?
top of the deck? Where the Celestials are?
Please don't kill me. I go to the top.
Okay.
What do I see?
You open the hatch.
Yeah. Well, I'm all.
Yeah. You open it a crack, and
Just waiting there.
you don't see any of them in the immediate area, and suddenly one head just appears right above and like upside down looking at you, and it's glowing like white, like the whitest white you could possibly imagine, the color of its eyes as it sees you, and its face says,
Where did Benjen go?
"What are you?"
In common?
Identify yourself. I am. What is it? complicated, obtuse angle, whatever.
Complex shape.
Yeah, complex shape. Well, first of all, do I feel the same way of the other angel, the angel I saw?
This one, yes. So you do get the feeling that it is looking through you, like it is seeing you, like who you are, not
I
just.
haven't like repented of my sins yet.
You still have the blessing, or
You do have the benefits of bless.
What is it? Who am I?
What are you?
What am I? Well, that's a question for the ages. I'm a human. My name is Benjen. I'm lost. My friends and I were captured by those Githyanki, and we'd like to get back to the what was Dunholm city? What is it?
The planet was Dunholm. Yeah.
Dunholm. Nuledza, preferably. We heard you and your friends were able to take care of our captors, and I'm sent here to parley.
Anyone who is taken by these foul creatures should be on the side of righteousness. Come to the top.
Hey guys, I'll be just a minute.
Riven
Yeah.
as far down and back as
Oh! I hear her and her tail like skitter across. I'm like, so I thought, look, I'll be honest. One of my friends is a tiefling. She looks like you, the exact opposite of you.
Of course, those that are the children and offspring of the devils.
Yeah, but I was wondering if maybe we could like skip over that part.
It is no concern of ours if she is a tiefling or not. It is a matter of her deeds.
But give me just 1 second, and maybe I'll come back.
Certainly, we have no rush.
Yeah. So, and I'm not even out the whole way. I'm just like just the head.
Yeah.
Like true periscope. I'm like, I'll be right back. I come down and I go to Riven. I say, hey, look, this is. I think we're freed, but we need to teach Riven a lesson. Okay.
You're saying there's two Riven?
No. So just.
You're saying it to Evendur. He's still on that kind of like.
Oh, I say it to Martha.
Dimitri's there too.
You back me up if you find a chance. The Riven. So I talked to the friends, the angels up there. They said we're free, but and I think I've negotiated our a safe passage, perhaps even back home. But they want the carpet.
Oh, you say that to Riven?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Can I make a performance check instead? No, I don't think I can.
No, this is deception.
I am helping her.
Ooh.
Insight.
He
Hold
did
on.
ask
I
me
need to pull
to
up her.
help her.
Yes.
You do have blessed.
Come on. There it is.
You do have bless.
So what does bless give me?
I think I'm
courage or something like that?
Oh, +6? Great. Yeah, 1d4 I think is what the cantrip is, right?
You have to roll it before you know the outcome, I think.
Whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw,
Oh, same thing.
you add d4.
But not a melee check.
Not skill check.
Okay, advantage though for Martha?
Yeah. She's talking it up too.
12. 13. This is a, you know, it's pretty stressful. It's just a simple thing. I'm assuming they gave it back to us. You just give me the rug, tell me what the password is, the activation words, and I'll give it to them.
This was, what was your roll, sorry?
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
She says, well, obviously, that's not the truth. Benjen, you're a terrible liar. So, what do they really want? I don't really feel comfortable going up there.
Well, it's they don't want us to escape.
Okay.
So we need to give him the rug, which they saw you get.
Isn't Evendur going to do this wizardy thing? We don't need to fly places.
These guys, I think they're gonna follow us.
Well, let them follow us. They can't get down here.
It's just a door and it doesn't lock.
We locked it before.
Not the actual portal hole. It's broken.
You just lying.
Benjen,
You have to make another.
I'm not giving my carpet up.
Well, just the password.
Get out. Get out.
Well, we'll need a patch just in case this happens again.
She gives you a playful punch on the arm.
Yeah, it's not playful.
It stings a lot.
Okay, I go back up. There's one other thing, that there's a barrel just over there. It's ours. But could you get it for me and bring it back? Could I go get it, perhaps?
Be my guest. I'm not here to retrieve objects for you.
I immediately break down and I start. I'll be honest, I was lying. I'm a terrible person. I don't know how I got here. I hate who I am. And you know, coming here has taught me quite a lot. I don't. How do you make a change? Maybe you could walk with me while I go get the barrel of drugs. And as I tell him, I was like, take these drugs for example. We're in deep with these guys. They're terrible people, but you know, I'm a terrible person.
Plants are ordained for the use of man if it is done properly.
Yeah, that's the rub. And I just tell him everything. And do you have any advice for how I might live a better life? Yeah,
Confessional.
like holding a barrel of. I'm stuck. Do I leave these drugs here in the sea? We could destroy them. Do I bring them back and do what I was supposed to do? Keep my word? I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Only by looking inside yourself can you know what is right.
Be honest. I'm not. That compass is broken. If you had some insight, it'd be quite helpful.
We all have a compass within each of us.
Is there like a reset button or like get a tune-up? Aftermarket something?
These drugs.
Yeah. So I tell him about the experience, seeing that big, massive, like storm giant sized angel, and I feel terrible. I don't know what to do, and if I ever get back to Dunholm, I don't know what to do with myself.
The bad feelings that you were having.
Tell me where the bad man touched you. At all.
Are an indication of your inner compass. If you feel that something is wrong, then that is how you should be able to correct it.
I haven't been very good at that in the past, especially recently, since we had this war, and it just seems like everything got screwed up after that. Back in Nam.
War is inevitable, and of course we cannot be held accountable for any of the lingering marks that happened during war.
Do I need to find a religion? Do I gotta go to church now at the temple? What am I supposed to do?
We are but guardians to the higher planes.
I look at myself like in stark contrast to him. I'm like, you're on a better path than I am. I'm just looking for someone to point me in the right direction. Who's not Yoda.
Find. If you will find something that is close to your moral compass, then you will be able to obtain a reward in the afterlife.
You're saying I can get back to the place where I visited and not feel like a terrible person?
If you were in Celestia, you would not want to get back to that place. It is a place of warfare.
It didn't seem that way when we were there. I mean, we didn't stay long, had like a hall pass.
Expired hall pass.
Then you are lucky that you were able to leave before the incursions happened.
Oh, wait a minute. So I stop with the barrel halfway back to the boat.
Like, so this means nothing?
Yeah. Where am I supposed to be going with my life? What happens when I die? I thought Celestia was the place that everybody wanted to go.
Celestia is but a barrier between.
Are they looking outside the boat?
We're like,
Dimitri's on deck and he's like talking with one of the angels and he's.
Mistra.
Have you heard of Mythos?
Yeah, exactly.
See here, can I find him?
Yeah. He's like, your sword's not that awesome. It's kind of a piece of crap. Anyway, so what does he... I mean, where am I supposed to be going with my life if not back to Celestia? Where am I supposed to end up? Where do I want to be?
Anywhere that you would be comfortable would be based on what you want to receive in the afterlife. Those that have not found a path to worship become part of the walls that bind the planes together.
That sounds terrible.
I am certain that that is not a desirable place.
Like a brick in a wall.
Made of the souls of those who have not chosen a place.
So you're telling me if I don't find a religion that I'm gonna end up as a Pink Floyd hit?
I do not know Pink Floyd is.
Yeah, they're
It
not.
must be immortal.
It's a bunch of bards. Yeah.
Group of parts.
Imagine that one bard wasn't very good enough to play on his own, and so they banded together and they made some pretty good music. But the reality is, what am I supposed to do with my life? And you're telling me if I don't find a religion, I'm going to end up in a wall?
I am telling you, this is the way that all mortal souls have been bound.
Is your manager nearby? Like, could I talk to maybe your boss or something?
get the hat? The hat
Yeah.
Are there any more Gith aboard this vessel? Dendrella has not gone on top of that.
Yeah. So there's there's the you guys, and then there's the Gith Zerai. Yes? And then there's the other guys who look like the other Gith Zerai, but they've got no hair. What are those ones?
These are the Gith Yankee. The
okay.
Gith Zerai were.
So there's one of those. Well, living? No. There's no Gith Yankee living on the boat that I know of. But there's one of the ones without any of the hair, and he's down below. He's been a prisoner for a long time. His name's Drummond or something, I forget.
Angela.
I know. But I respect you fully. How did you become what you are? Were you a human at one time like me?
No. This is who I am.
You were born here.
Born is
You were-
more of a mortal term. I was created.
I'm seriously in my head. I'm like, I really wish Evendur was here. He could solve some of this. So you're telling me just before I let you go, we go find this other guy. He's really nice, by the way. I don't think you should kill him at all. He's helpful. I just find a religion, and if I don't, I end up in a brick wall. I'm serious, right? But I mean, I've never seen anything like this before.
Yes.
And I need to find a religion of some kind. Is that right?
You will receive a reward based on how you live your life.
Well, what's right and what's wrong?
Right and wrong are dependent on many different things. It's difficult for me to explain this to a mortal. It is something that is born innate in my nature.
So the guy who I told you about, the big winged creature, who did he worship? What church did he go to?
He would be a defender of Helm.
Well, that sounds terrible. Who's that? I mean, I know who he is, but Benjen.
Helm is he is a god of honor and of guardianship.
Oh, well, you should change his name. For crying out loud. So if I do that and I end up coming back around, what was that lady's name? We met this woman, and she was super.
Laura?
Yeah, I can't remember the religion, but it's very.
Sune.
Yeah, Sune, I think was her name. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Sune has her own plans for those who are worshippers of her in the afterlife.
And they go, look, it's a big problem for me that when I die, my soul's going to be going on afterwards. I thought I was just going to be obliterated and nothing was ever going to happen. And this trip has taught me something much different. I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
Whatever you think will be best for you.
At this point, I'm like, this guy's terrible.
If you'll excuse me, and he
Yeah.
goes ahead.
Well, I hustle back and like walk with the barrel.
He moves over towards the hatch door and says, "Get Zerai, come forward."
Drummond, I think was his name.
And he has pulled the hood over his head and has walked up, and he has a staff, or no, snarled kind of cane-looking thing in his hand.
You
So he gets up to the top, and the angel sees him, and the other 4 angels immediately.
This place is weird. We got to get out of here.
Evendur,
Yeah, it's Evendur's like,
on the intercom.
everybody will take their seats. This is a federal crime to disable the no smoking sign.
He gets he comes on deck, and as soon as they see him, all of them kind of brandish their weapons and pull them out and draw them on him. And they say, "You will come with us, Gitzel."
Mark, I told you. I don't know what the guy's name is. I told you this guy is a good guy. Can you ease up a little bit?
We are to take him back
To, can I ask where?
to his home.
I look at Dendralo.
He
Is
looks
this
over
where you
at
want to go?
I admittedly have not seen my home for what must have been millennia.
I shake his hand. I wish all the best.
They,
I open the little barrel, and I just kind of give him a half handful. And I said, hey, you can smoke this. Yeah, I think you can put it in a tea. When you do, make sure all the windows are locked and closed. It'll help things. It'll help the rough patches seem a little bit smoother.
he kind of pushes your hand back and gives it back to him. We have no need of substance in the astral sea.
I look at Mark. Just
Do you want to?
Mark the angel.
Oh,
I don't know what his name was. I didn't catch your name, friend.
no, you didn't.
Object.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
all I said.
he
Hey, what? I just thank you for your time. I appreciate it. It's a strange experience, I think, for the both of us, but it's really all I've got to offer. Would you like some?
No.
Back in the barrel.
Farewell, mortals. And
Oh, hey, one last thing. One last thing. Do you know how to get back to Dunholm? Does anybody know how to get back to Dunholm?
they don't
Put this in the right direction,
They just
please.
keep moving
Left
further and
past
further
the-
away. They move to a point where they're getting like
Yeah.
further out of shot.
I call for Riven.
Riven comes
Hey,
up to the top.
Riven.
Are they gone?
You're never gonna believe this. You gotta look out here. And I just want her to take in like this massive Concord, what is it, Concord of angels, Concourse, whatever. This big mass of angels just leaving. I want you to know, I saved your life again. And I just walk down, and I'm smiling.
You want to do it?
And I just, I just walk down, and I'm being playful.
Right.
And then I walk downstairs, and I kind of just go with the
Shakes her
barrel.
head.
Yeah, I get downstairs and I hand Martha the barrel. Please watch this thing.
Put it where an engine room
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Right
And I-
next to a vendor?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah. So Yellow Submarine. Where we're going to be on. So I look at. I sit down with Martha after this, and I do you know anything about religions? And I just kind of want to try to figure out what's going on.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, what do you want to do?
I could not help hearing you. Yes, I can tell you of mythos if you would like to hear.
Pamphlets?
I'll listen. Yeah, I'll listen to who it is.
He goes off and just describes a small idea of that. The big difference in what is real and what is not real is that mythos
He's real.
has created all that you can see. It is a miracle of the mythos.
Is Mythos a person?
Yes.
Is it a female, a male? Is it a creature?
He is male.
Is he a dwarf like you?
No.
He's a human.
No, he is the only god that there is.
Okay. What would I like roll to do like feel a spirit check? What is that?
He
Insight?
Wisdom.
Religion check?
Yeah.
insight probably to like see how you're feeling versus what he's saying.
Ooh, 18 plus 1. Yeah, 18 plus 1.
The concept that he's bringing to you is so foreign; it's hard to like get grasp on.
So you're telling me that there's not all of the gods.
No, there is only mythos.
And do that, so like Sune, for example, do they serve mythos?
Sune, I do not know what this is, but they call many different things the powers of mythos.
That kind of seems, well, it's obviously not a mic.
He turns around, like
And walks.
smiling about what he said, and walks over to somewhere.
Confused face.
Yeah, somehow I've gone to heaven and I'm more confused.
Riven goes to the top deck, looks around, goes over to the steering wheel, and then just throws it from one side. And as soon as she does that, the entire
Oh, because
ship
we all have gravity right now.
begins like listing over to the side, like it starts tipping and.
So there's two ways of controlling
We
the
should
ship?
probably throw these bodies overboard.
Yeah, let's
Well,
throw
maybe they have something we
Yeah,
can
no, yeah,
use.
we drifting down.
Do we need to inter them in some way? I mean, you can't, it's like peeing in your drinking water. I mean, you gotta, I don't want to be floating through a sea. Can we tie them to a rock?
We put them in front of the.
Something, tie them together for crying out loud.
Lash him to the front of the boat.
Yeah, like, what's it called?
Just loot the bodies and then dump them overboard now. We can just do that now.
Yeah, I do that in somehow justifying it as a good thing to do.
No,
Sure, there's
we're
no-
cremating them in front of the cannon. We blow them up.
Yeah.
You could. They don't have any coins on them.
We want to keep one, so in case you come back, we can.
These
We
kinda
found this thing. No, it doesn't. Nothing rots here.
Nothing rots in the astral sea.
Oh.
So you want to
Yeah,
keep the
sounds good to
bodies,
me.
okay?
So in case we go back to our actual place, we found another.
Well, what if, in that case,
We are just explorers. We found a
okay,
second.
where are we gonna put him?
Inside a box.
In the cell.
Okay, I start, being a good soldier and throwing body, listening to Mark. Bad one's over, good stuff in a hole. Guys
So-
walk around with a barrel or a basket.
They all have like piecework armor that has been scavenged from other things, and
Does it look of value at all?
the
I asked Martha, do you think we could sell this if we ever get back?
We can put it in the other cell. Just put
Yeah.
it. Just,
you could
Well,
certainly
that'll
try-
look really sketchy. Like if somebody catches us and there's like a bunch of dead bodies.
no. We have one body.
Well, what? And then all this other stuff with blood on it. We could blame it on the Modron. Like Gizmo is our captain.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on the cell. No.
All right. Yeah. So we do that. I guess. I don't know.
so taking the stuff off, there's on deck about 10 things of armor, and that includes so of the 10 there's chainmail, there's plate, there's
That we can
studded
use.
leather, and it's all kind of haphazard. Like this plate doesn't really fit with this plate armor, but if you pair it together, then it would work, even though it'd be a little snug on there.
So I know what, obviously, just being in the military, it's going to be, whether or not it's going to be valuable, we're going to be able to sell it, right?
Sure, certainly, yeah. If
So we
you
keep the stuff we can sell.
can get to a place that would have a blacksmith or a place where you can
We can reforge it.
sell,
Yeah.
then they
Do we
would.
keep some of it? I
they
mean,
would
we
likely
don't want to
take
be
it.
wasteful.
The metal of the armor is different than the metal of the weapons that they were using. While they were using this kind of black metal that has this sheen to it,
The weapon's definitely valuable.
the armor looks to be more standard, what you
Tin.
had seen before.
This is lead.
More like
Um,
aluminum foil. No.
have you found anything else about how to fly this thing back to Dunholm?
Oh, so let's get out of the engine room and why don't we go to like the brig or whatever, or the bridge?
Yeah,
ship,
where
the
would
helm?
what, is there a room that looks like where the captain would stay?
Yeah, the bridge.
Yeah, the bridge. So I step off the platform.
I think you're in the bridge. Oh, you mean the like the big tower, like the where the wheel
where
is?
people actually
Yeah.
where you're supposed to.
The
What is
helm.
that called? The helm. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is the wheel, and that was where.
Oh,
Riven was.
I was over at captain's quarter.
Yes.
Captain's quarter.
I look at her and I'm like,
Captain.
let's go check
I'm
that
like,
place
oh,
out.
yeah.
Maybe he's got a map of some
Yeah,
kind.
like this is star map. We just.
and the whole time I'm just like super like sharing all this knowledge that I don't know, that's really esoteric, but I don't understand it, about like what are we supposed to do and what's the
I
meaning
think
of
just
life.
follow your heart.
Yeah, that's what the guy said, and I don't feel it.
Just pick a.
Yeah.
And do what you think is right.
Yeah.
Sounds like you just pick
Yeah.
a religion and go for it.
Yeah.
That's
It did sound like what he said. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't pick a religion, you'll be the mortar
A
of
brick on a wall. Yeah.
You could be just scaring me.
Yeah, maybe I didn't even think about it having a sense of humor. It didn't seem like it was funny. Yeah. What's in the captain's quarters?
so there.
Oh, actually, I want to take Evendur because he's gonna be able to.
So yeah, is the
Find
controls the
magic
same? So what I just
Of
experienced?
the other rooms that you find, there's those ceramic discs, but there aren't really anything other than like weapons and armor in any of the rooms.
But the king doesn't have. Or the king.
Oh, he had a sword. Whose sword did he have?
The sort of sharpness.
The
that
sword of sharpness.
Dimitri didn't like
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah. I look at Martha. I'm like, should we give this back to this kid? This kid's super grateful.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
because you literally, right? I mean, come on now, be like that.
the captain.
Maybe.
More loot.
Yes, he did die on deck. So when you're going through and like taking things out of there,
Let's bring him back.
Yeah, we keep his body.
He's the one. Yeah, we throw out like Stan, whoever it was that we had kept, and like Outski's homie.
We found a prime specimen for the
Yes.
the
there we
captain
go.
he's missing one arm,
Ooh, does he have a hook?
and no, it looks
Got
like this
chopped off.
happened in the battle with the Celestials.
Oh,
Is that one arm around?
we could put it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a key.
There are
Yeah, I think
there
it's a
are
good
a lot
idea.
of things that are floating around in the aftermath of the battle. If you want to try and collect it all, but on deck there were only 10 Githyanki that were on there. One of which was the captain. And the sword of sharpness is next to him, and the armor, the weapons that I described, and there isn't really much else.
So how did they how did they navigate? Is there anything because they had to have reference point somewhere, right? Is there anything that
You got me.
yeah?
So the helm, we should head there.
You're going on the top deck by the wheel.
Yeah.
We're just looking. We're just seeing
on
like,
the
if
other
anything-
side of the front of the boat, not by where the wheel was.
Anything that shows us how did they even they just pick a direction and go?
Is there like a star chart maybe, or like a? They
Yeah,
probably
haven't
navigate by
found-
like constellations or something. I don't know.
You haven't found anything like that. On the captain himself, when you're taking the armor off of him, you notice that there are very conspicuously placed tattoos on his chest. that look like a series of lines and dots.
But then we kept him.
Do I make? I'm gonna make a check. What check would that be?
That would be a straight intelligence check.
For copy with
17.
17! That's very good. You recognize that this is, it's not a birthmark.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely tattooed on there, very particularly placed, and you don't know how to orient yourself to it, but it looks like some type of map that is on his
You
chest.
gotta skin him.
Who wants to do the? Who
No,
wants to do it?
oh no. We just in the cell.
Yeah.
Tack his body to the wall.
Could we draw a map?
Yeah. Is anyone
How long would it
copy
take
that
to
now?
copy it?
Not very long.
All right.
We do that
Just
instead.
Just copy it.
Yeah, I do make, like, whoever does it, we need to make sure, okay, this is on his left arm, and on the inside and the outside, we kind of make some notes.
Okay.
We should probably centralize all the weapons just in case we get bored. We don't want everything.
Yeah.
We just store all the weapons in one area.
There's the weapons rack that should be able to.
So in the helm, so we only see the steer. What other methods of operating the ship are there? There's a steering wheel and
And then that panel apparently seemed to be the only two ways to do it.
the panel in the engine room.
Mm-hmm. And the steering wheel up on the top deck.
So somebody steers up top and somebody operates like the ship's
But I
power.
don't think it actually moved. It just does the
It only turns. Yeah, the
it's
steering wheel
turn.
only turns. It appears.
I think there's the way that the Gith Yankee were running the ship, and then there's the way that you were. And I think the way that you were was a better way. Matter of fact, I don't even know if these elementals are necessary with the way you might be able to let these guys go. Who knows when these things are going to blow?
Yeah, well, I think so. But the helm has probably had the advantage of seeing outside the ship also.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I think it spun up when he went aboard it.
Oh, it
spun,
did?
yeah.
Is it a windowed room?
It is not. It is a mirrored room.
What the hell? So is the steering wheel going to be of any use to us if we can just control it from the engine room? I mean,
I think there's probably two methods of controlling it. And
can they be used in combination, or should we just use one?
let's try to use one.
All right. Forget the steering
The
wheel.
bottom one's probably safer. You're not in the.
Is there a way to like unhook it so that if
So it can't be
Riven-
commandeered, yeah.
Yeah, if Riven.
We take the wheel off.
No, like you just gotta like unhook the like the
Detach
rope.
the steering wheel.
Well, yeah, I try to do that.
It doesn't apparently have any way that you could detach it. It looks like it's all made of one solid piece of metal.
We do the wheel
Can
lock.
we seal the
Yeah, we need a
The
yeah.
move rod.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, but I think
She knows the words to it.
Can we seal the room some way? Lock it?
The engine
helm?
room? Yeah.
No, the helm is like.
It's on top.
Oh, the helm is in the
Yeah.
That's
complete
open air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like an actual. I don't know. I mean, you guys can make some kind of fancy device to.
I mean, it's just we tell Riven, hey, look, we're gonna be flying the thing. I mean, she saw it. Hopefully, she won't do it. All right.
All right.
Which
I don't
way-
even know where to go.
Yeah, which way is not where we came from? That's the only thing we need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So based on where you had to fly to go get the rock, that was the direction that you came from. Other than that, it's who knows
I think
which
it's pick a
direction
direction
to
to
go.
go. That's literally all we
First,
Oh
I
yeah.
declare that the name of the ship is the USS Enterprise.
I like the way that sounds. Yeah.
So we need to figure out how the weapons work correctly, just in case. That's the main thing.
Which weapons? The ship's
Yeah,
weapon?
the ship's weapon.
Oh, I made sure they work.
Okay, no, but it's just forward facing or is it side? Or just,
Yeah, can I manipulate the direction of the fireball that I shot out?
So you can make them fire.
Uh,
Someone up on the top deck can aim them.
okay.
We figured that out.
Yeah.
Make sure probably the dwarf and me know how.
And then we all have cannons and things.
So we
to
probably
Yeah.
should have people up top,
man the guns.
man the guns.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Who wants to man the guns?
They will do it.
Thank
Thank you.
Dimitri, huh? Can he communicate via the PA system or the intercom or whatever?
Whoever is in the engine room steering the ship certainly can.
Can he talk to me?
when people are talking, you hear them like they're sounding very far away, but you do hear them.
Okay. That's what we need.
Yeah, my unseen terms to start cleaning.
Yeah, get
Nice.
all the blood out of here. This is our new shit now.
Just
It's
start-
ours now.
It's exactly what's his name wanted.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Riven. Oh,
Demitri.
Well,
You got
So,
the Enterprise is with us now.
Yeah.
the Enterprise.
Now,
Things
does
are
this-
looking up, guys.
Huh?
Things are looking up.
Yeah. Does this ship have a shielding system of any kind?
Ooh. Good point.
Pushing more buttons.
So we don't have to keep shooting at asteroids?
Self-destruct.
You didn't feel like there was any shield that went up. It just feels like a really sturdy made, metal.
Solid metal hull.
Are there any magic weapons that we took?
It was just.
We can cast detect magic and try to find. I'd have to get off the controls.
Like the
though.
captain's tricorn hat. Does he have a tricorn hat?
No, he had a bandana.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's okay. I have not.
Magic hand in there.
Yeah. What do you think?
What-
Are there any, like, the weapons or anything you feeling?
So we got the main gun, and then we have cannons on the sides.
Okay.
Oh, are you talking about like the weapons that are...
Anything, yeah. Yeah, any magic items.
Well, alright, then I'll step off the controls, and then I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay. You take 10 minutes drawing the sigils on the floor.
Yeah. Make it visible to everybody.
Okay.
Now we're like, okay, we're just checking, make sure all these.
Well, this is, I guess this is downstairs in the
Yeah.
slave room is where we're kind of putting everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in the
Make sure
cell
everything's-
room.
Cell room, yeah.
So there's 3 decks. The control room is on the bottom deck. Then there's the middle deck where you were, and then there's top deck. So you cast Detect Magic.
Oh yeah. Did we roll anything?
Yeah, roll 2d10.
Who wants to do the honors? Alright, like
Not me, the rest will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we got?
First one's a 5. And an 8.
Not bad. Pretty damn good.
58. Here. Okay.
So I think we'll just chop off that arm. We'll just have that arm as.
Yeah, so we're gonna continue to operate
Yep.
the show.
Just, take the arm off.
So there is a stick that is among the discarded items that was taken, and that glows.
It's a wand of some kind.
And where is this? And the other one is a mace that begins glowing. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely a mace. So of those are glowing. There's also some studded leather armor that is in perfect shape, and it has it looks to be some sort of. You would probably see this on the emblem of like the guard in the mortal realm. Like they would have this symbol emblazoned on it, but it has that on the very center of it that looks kind of like a lion's head with its mouth open.
Yeah.
And that is what that studded leather looks like. It's also glowing.
So far, stick that's glowing, mace is glowing.
And
Studded leather armor with lion head on it.
Ooh!
You
I'm looking at my crappy studded leather armor.
want me to identify all this stuff for us, right?
I mean, maybe the armor. I mean, I got. Look
Alright.
at what I'm wearing.
Yeah, we should probably, we're basically, what do we have just in case we didn't fill up?
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to upgrade if I hope that's not too. I mean, I'm wearing studded leather armor right now. If
yeah, sure.
Nobody minds.
I'll identify the studded armor first, I suppose.
Sure. So. You do that as a ritual?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 30 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
Alright, so, I mean, what time is relative?
Yeah, literally, it's like,
Who knows? Your comprehend languages runs out and you no longer can hear
Gizmo.
Gizmo saying
hallelujah.
and giving.
We put him in the driver's seat, just hear him over the speakers.
Yeah. Womp womp.
It is apparently armor of thunder resistance.
That doesn't have much to do with the lion, huh?
So
It's a
you,
war.
the lion itself
Oh.
is probably put on there as the emblem of whatever realm it belonged to originally, like whatever person it was representing.
Oh, like a kingdom?
Yeah.
Studded leather thunder armor? Armor of thunder?
Armor of resistance is technically what it's known as in D&D
Okay.
Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
It is
Add-on.
resistant to thunder. And then the mace is a mace of disruption.
Ooh.
And the wand is a wand of magic missiles.
Sweet. So we have 2 of those now?
You have 2 of those now. You rolled for it, that's what came up.
What about armor resistance?
Oops.
Oh well, I forget.
If it has a plus to anything, armor resistance does not have a plus to.
Oh yeah, does it have to be attuned?
That one does require attunement.
How many things can I have attuned?
3.
Crap.
You can have 3 things attuned unless you have a feat that gives you an additional one, or a class feature that gives you another one.
And so it's just normal studded leather armor, but I also get resistance to thunder damage?
Right, so it gives you the same bonuses that studded leather gives you, but resistance
It's
to
always a
thunder.
plus. It's a value add.
I'll put it on. Yeah, but I'm not going to attune to it.
Value added, yes. That is correct.
Thank you, DM.
Mace of Disruption and Wand of
What does
Magic.
Mace's Disruption do?
When you hit a fiend or an undead with this magic weapon, that creature takes an extra 2d6 radiant damage. If the target has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it must succeed a DC Wisdom saving throw or be destroyed. On a successful save, the creature becomes frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Oh, so it has to be a feat?
Or undead.
Undead. Oh.
While you hold this weapon, it sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20
Means
feet.
that's also a tune.
That is also required attunement, yes.
That just be something just in case. That's like,
I agree.
oh, we're in the graveyard.
Immediately pull that out. The Wand of Magic Missiles does not require attunement.
Oh, my portable hole, I got to take it off.
Yes, you do.
But I think
All right.
that's good then.
Alright. So what do you want to do next?
We just
You probably have to leave, right? 9:55?
Oh, me. I got like 10 minutes.
All right.
we just pick a direction to go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Engage.
Sure. Start moving forward.
Start
wait,
moving forward.
So, I gotta step back on the platform. Is there a way to not keep doing intelligence checks to...
So now that it has been 2 successful in a row, when you get on, it
It's on there.
powers up.
It leads up to you.
Okay.
It seems.
And you realize you don't need to put any arm in that slot.
Oh.
You keep telling Martha to do it though?
I mean,
What is it for? Is like a cup holder?
There are
It's
also
nothing bad.
levers that nobody has touched on there, and like a panel that you probably turn if you put your hand on it and turned it.
I'm not touching it, but
yeah.
somebody on this boat might.
Maybe I'll just
Riven.
experiment with it anyway. Assuming it doesn't shock me again. I don't know.
Certainly. So you go and it powers up. You can now this I will have to make you do an intelligence check to see if you can figure out how to operate those while
Shit takes
you're
over his
on
mind.
the.
Anything written on it?
Don't touch.
Oh, comprehend languages ran out.
So I gotta cast it again as a ritual line. All right, guys, give me another 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
We'll make sure we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep doing what you gotta do.
Yeah. We're still cleaning.
Scrub the deck.
Just more.
Yep.
By now, I have a whole team of unseen servant.
Yep.
5 unseen servant just cleaning. We're scrubbing.
We got our own crew of unseen servants. Yeah.
We're
Things are
scrubbing.
just moving. It looks like a haunted ship. You, yeah, you spend 10 minutes to comprehend languages. And when, now I'll need you to make an intelligence check to try and focus on the present while you are splitting here.
Oh, 11.
Right, good. Yeah, so you, it's very difficult, and your head kind of hurts from the strain of doing it because you feel like you're in 2 different places at the same time.
Yeah.
But when you open your eyes, you see the panel is glowing, and there are sigils that are there, but you would need to put your hand on it in order to start understanding if there is any regular language written.
Can I put that studded leather on? And
Yeah. You need to attune to it.
I have to. Oh, how long?
That takes an hour.
Yeah.
The ship is being definitely clean.
I don't care.
You guys want to? Well,
We don't want to accidentally pull a lever and it blows up. That's the thing.
well, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Well, hey, hold on. Why don't you teach somebody else how to fly the ship?
I can't cast comprehend languages on another person.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you feel like that's an important part of flying the ship?
Yeah, the glyphs are in a different language.
Okay, can you draw it for
Yeah,
us?
draw the symbols.
Is it that simple or no?
That's another 3 hours. of work.
It would be really confusing.
That's a no.
He can start doing it, but you're going to be like, I
You don't have to like mansplain me, okay? Jeez. Like mage-splain me. Well, I mean, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and gingerly touch the lever with just like a finger.
Certainly. So you touch it, and the one sigil that's there, it has kind of the impression that you could push in and turn, and then the other one on the other side where that slot is, it oh dang it, what was the word? It says the mind rend is what it says. You don't know what that means, but that's what it means, or that's what it says on the right side. And then there are various levers, and one of them says it says sight, and then another one says thrust.
Sight sounds pretty useful. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that lever.
Sure. Go ahead
See a
and
point.
roll
And die.
Warp drive.
a
Nice.
wisdom saving throw.
Dang. What is my wisdom saving?
Engage.
Buckle up.
Yeah, something's about to happen. Yeah, +5.
I do put the dead under the metal.
14.
The hay looking like.
Oh, yeah. 14, okay. So you take 8 psychic damage.
Ooh, I got psychic damage resistance.
Okay,
Nice.
so it was 16, I was putting it in half because you saved, so resistant to that then would be 4.
Alright, so I ain't gonna touch that again.
I didn't know it's that.
Well, so when pushing it, the reason why you take psychic damage is because of the mental strain that you have trying to focus on 2 different locations at the same time, because whatever is happening when you focus your mind on the ship and begin controlling it, you are taken to this other place where you can see everything, but you're
Right.
also trying to maintain what's going on there. So for that reason, you're taking the psychic damage, because it's the sheer mental force that you're taking.
It's
Whatever-
mental.
You can't multitask.
Whatever being this ship was designed for apparently had enough mental
brains.
fortitude to be able to take
Mind
that
blowing.
and not have any problem with it.
Is there a way to attune to that, like in the future, to not take damage?
Possibly over time.
Just,
Over many, many damage.
just so you get used to it. That's what it sounds like. You get used to it.
Just keep
But for the present, it works.
Just IV it. Just IV.
You push the lever for sight, and the 30 feet that you had has expanded now to 300 feet of vision in all
I
directions.
can see 300 feet in every direction now.
Nice.
How long does that last?
Does it look the same?
It just looks like you have increased it. You don't know if it wears off at any time.
That's really.
We'll figure it out then
That's
later.
pretty cool. Just keep on straight, and then we can.
So, I wonder what the thrust was. Yeah, was that probably like warp speed or something?
Ludicrous speed!
No, we're just hearing over the speakers. Like, should I pull this thrust?
Afterburner or something?
Riven, get here.
We-
Come here.
we should
Press the
probably-
button.
We should all be
I'm
under
gonna push the
the.
button, I'll shoot it with a crossbow.
Yeah.
We should probably all be under the in latched in just in case. Fly
Yeah. I want to sit behind
Oh,
something.
Well,
We latch it.
Yep.
Just in case you pop in.
Everyone has gone below deck.
Below deck.
alright, so everything is
Yeah,
sealed right now.
clean, top clean, no blood. Plenty of time to clean.
Yes. For quite
Amen.
some time we're doing that, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll move forward then, right? Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, you head off in one direction. I need one person to roll a d20.
I'll roll
Alright.
Advantage? Oh, I do have bless.
It's just a d20.
Oh.
It's not like
20.
a skill check. It's not
5.
a saving throw.
5.
So we got
Cinco!
another encounter probably about
Yep.
to happen.
You,
It's my fault, guys.
you see
We have cannons.
coming up ahead, like again, there's like massive chunks of rock. One, as you're getting close to it, and really this thing it's traveling and it's going pretty fast.
I naturally shoot at asteroids or whatever. Yeah.
Metroid. That's awesome.
We don't
Up
want
on
to
deck
shit.
after a certain amount of time of like blasting, they begin kind of losing their potency.
Oh, so there's a cooldown on it now.
Yeah. You start coming up upon like one massive rock formation that, as it is like shifting in place and you're getting closer to it, on the other side it looks like rock embedded with this massive rib cage.
I
Like-
stopped the shit.
like-
Yeah, we should.
Like a giant rib cage the size of a house. Like that is how big this thing is. Like, and at first when you were coming up on it, it was just a piece of rock, but because it was shifting, and by the time that you got by it, it has shifted over, and you do see like these very conspicuous looking lines that are there, and it's a humongous chunk. But it's broken off at a certain bottom, and then you can't really see the top from the angle that you're at.
Alright, so I stopped the ship. Is there like, do we have an instrument cluster that I could look at to see how much like energy remaining in the weapon?
Ooh, how much gas?
Yeah,
Oh.
basically, yeah.
There isn't anything that you can tell.
Okay.
There's no like indicators or like status lights.
Just the sweat lines of the elements.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Do you feel exhausted here? How do you
It hasn't
feel?
been more than a half hour that you've been pushing
Flying.
this thing going forward. But you do feel like it's starting to like wear on you.
So,
Like it's tired, like it would be like the equivalent of you rowing a boat with your brain. Like you get tired after extended periods.
so
My brain's really out of shape.
can you guys see what I'm looking at? Probably not, right?
Mm-mm. Not 300
Yeah, you can
feet.
see 300 feet, so that's fine.
I guess you might be able to see a house at 300
We
feet.
see a
Though.
big rock.
So I tell them, I see a big rock with like this embedded rib cage in it, the size of a house.
Oh,
What is this
Does it
thing?
look like it has people there?
You don't see any people around. Just the rock formation that looks like a rib
Yeah,
cage.
just the rock with the rib cage thing. That looks like a rib cage.
Come closer, just.
I don't know. What do you guys want to do? I don't know. Our weapons are degraded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now.
You could tell us anything about that machine and we'd be like, okay. The modem, I don't have any idea what's wrong with it.
It's tired.
Yeah.
Sure, yes.
He's like, man, this mage explaining is just killing me. How could I put this so you could understand, Benjen? Go.
You want what?
Yeah, go do it. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
All right. So I start moving forward a little closer, slowly.
Certainly. So get closer and closer, and you can all see it. Like, it's not dark light here on the astral sea. You can see up to a certain extent, but now that he has gotten closer, it has like rotated even more, and you see the spine that the rib cage is connected to going up, and then you see it connected to the lower half of the jaw, but nothing is above that. But this definitely belonged to some immense being. It just is there floating in
It's
space.
just like a carcass or skeleton of a dead monster.
Was that a long sword of sharpness?
Yes.
I would have attuned it by now.
Nice. I'm really glad you're using it.
Well, I don't really
We
know
can't
what
see
to
it.
do.
It's invisible.
Oh yeah.
If you wanted to like get closer, you would. I mean, like if you wanted to actually like go and explore it, then you would have to make that decision, or you could just continue on.
Go explore it.
You want to explore it? It
Yeah.
doesn't really look like much to me.
Let's just explore it.
Yeah,
You want to get outside the ship and look at it?
Yeah, well, I mean, let's see. I'll go.
Basically, we have a slow dinghy of the carpet.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Riven.
Yeah, we have a.
Since you won't tell anybody else what the password is.
All right, I'll go check it out then.
All right, then I'll stay with the ship, guys. I'll wait here. Wait
Oh
for you
yeah,
guys to
we're
report
waiting here
back to me.
too.
Oh yeah.
It's just cowgirl.
All right.
Riven takes the carpet, goes to shore. No, she
Yeah. Transports back to New Lenzo.
moves off. You get to where? How comfortable would you be getting within range of this with the ship?
Let's say within 100 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So she flies the remainder of the distance, gets up close to it, and it's this translucent-looking rock that is in this rib cage format in the lower jaw. Like all of that.
The rib cage is in it, or the rib cage is translucent and
The rib cage is like a translucent stone-looking
Okay.
thing, and it's embedded inside this rock. Like it's somehow
Jeez.
connected to it. And she goes up, and I'm gonna roll investigation check.
A what check?
Investigation.
investigation.
So yeah, she gets up close to it, places her hand against it, moves it away, and she goes over and starts like saying something to it, and you hear like this, like as like her whisper, like you hear Riven's voice just get louder and louder, and she gets back on the carpet and flies back over to you.
Just woke something up.
So it had like it. I was. It. How do I explain this? So it.
We're gonna die! How do I explain this?
So
Run.
it looks like
Yeah.
like
Maybe
a
we
clear
should run.
a clear rock, but when I got close to it, I put my hand against it, I could feel it start vibrating a little, and so I thought maybe if I whisper to it, then I don't know, because I could hear my breath kind of like reflecting in it. So once I did that, you heard it was this loud like it amplified whatever noise it was to an uncomfortable level, and that's when she flew away. I don't know. That's what I got. You want to try?
Give me the carpet.
I'll fly you over there. How about that?
I'll be honored too.
I'll let you guys go.
All right, she flies Martha over. You get up, and it's massive. Like the rib cage itself is like every rib is probably 15 to 20 feet in that rounded format.
And it just made that sound when you touched it, right?
Yeah, when I touched it and when I spoke next to it.
I'll do an investigation.
Okay. Noise.
22.
What exactly would you like to, how would you like to investigate? What are you trying to do?
How do you want to do this?
It's dead.
Yeah.
So basically, just like basically touching it, touching it, and then I'm like, okay, can I remove stuff or
What
start
if we
speaking?
caress
Yeah,
it?
just
Sure. Are you gonna try and like break a piece off or something?
yep, with my sword of sharpness.
Ooh, that does, yeah, okay. Make an attack roll. And you rolled really high on your investigation, so that's good.
Thing's gonna wake up. and
Yeah, this
just-
sounds real.
Swat at you.
Engulf you. Ooh.
12.
12, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Oh wait, no, you get max damage.
damage.
Because this is an object. How much damage is that?
1 trillion. 1d4 plus your proficiency.
It's a long sword.
So 13. No, 11. You double fist.
Using 2 hands, first
Yep.
of all.
So 10 plus 3.
Yeah, 10. No, minus 1 because I.
Because
My
you're not
strength.
Yeah.
My strength is enough.
Oh. 12.
So and then it does max damage.
Yeah, 1d10.
So 10 plus 14. Or 14? Okay. Alright, so yeah, you take the sword, like you put your hand up against it first to like feel it, and you do feel like the emanations of when she had made a noise next to it still dying down in it. And you
Yep.
wind up, and take a swing at it. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw. And Riven is also going to need to make a Constitution saving throw. What is Riven's Constitution?
12.
Okay. The echo of the noise has, it as soon as you hit it, just explodes with this massive sound, and you
We run it in her bell.
Pac-Man.
you take 3 damage. Riven's gonna take 1.
Oh, actually, 13. I gotta add my plus 1.
All right. You take 3 damage,
Okay. Just making sure, just in case. Maybe that one saves.
and
It's a game of inches, Benji.
you are deaf.
Oh.
What?
Come back to the ship, guys. You guys are like temporarily.
What noise does it make?
It's a massive like pinging of a hammer, and it just
Yeah.
like it like ding, and immediately just like chips of rock begin like cracking off of the rib cage itself.
Is it repeat?
You did take a sizable chunk off of it,
Take it.
probably the size of a football, I'll say, with the
Man.
sort of sharpness. And the sheer volume of the sound, Riven was able to cover her ears fast enough to get away, but she's still gonna have like that, like ringing in her ears, like an explosion just went off next to your head. That's what it sounds like. And you got that.
And then
Nice.
is the clear structure crystal still there? Or was there?
So you broke off a piece of the rib cage. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything else is still there. Rock has kind of separated it from the vibration of the rib cage and the sheer volume of it. And that begins kind of drifting away, some of it. But you guys fly back over to the ship, and Riven is trying to talk to you the whole time, but you just hear like,
Did Riven make her
What are
say?
you trying to say?
oh,
Yeah.
what? Yeah, no, she's.
I gotta get out of here, guys.
All right.
Later, homeboy.
Thanks,
Yeah,
David.
next week.
Keep it safe, keep it real.
I think that's. Yeah. How long am I there for?
Uh,
I'm really just speaking really loud, like I can't hear anything. Everybody's lips are moving. I'm just saying I can't hear anything.
you don't know. You can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Everyone is they're like talking around.
I'm
you.
like, how old is she?
I'm like I have the I have the rib size football.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like if anyone else hefts it, you get that same like that like it vibrates on its own little like frequency, but whenever something touches it or interacts with it, it just immediately starts like it
So like
amplifies it. Yeah, and if you just tap on it, then it just like you get like a massive amount of sound just from the tapping on it.
Ooh.
could you like weaponize it in some way?
Possibly.
Just start chipping. Earplugs.
Have I ever seen any kind of weapon like this during the wars? No.
Make a history check.
We have a room, storeroom of full of these rings.
Natural 20 plus a 1.
Natural 20 plus a 1. This
Is obviously.
this was never used in the war. However, there were devices that started coming out towards the end of the last Great War that were on an entirely different level of destruction and chaos. And it's not, I mean, it wouldn't be clear to you who had come up with these types of devices, but it's possible that things like this or things of this nature were used and studied in order to come up with those different weapons.
So we start mining operations. Of this
Yeah.
rings.
Right. Like airships didn't start coming out until probably the end of the last Great War.
Does Demitri as a dwarf know anything about this rock?
Demitri looks over. It looks like old bone. Shake your head skeptically.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't know what he's
What do we do with this thing?
We get a bigger piece.
If you're trying to ask Martha, she doesn't know. You can't hear anything that you're saying to her.
Did you guys investigate around Riven? Did you investigate all around it, or?
No, I just went up to it and
It's like my kids when they have earphones on.
yeah, she's talking really loud.
What?
Does it respond? Does it respond to voice?
When I was next to it, talking to it, it was making a loud noise.
Does our rock move when she's screaming or yelling?
Yeah,
It does?
You can like.
Okay, what if we cover it with like in a leather bag or something?
When you put it inside like a leather bag, it's still in there. You can feel it kind of thrumming, but the fact that it is next to like cloth of some type, it's dampening it somewhat.
Yeah, this is dangerous. I mean, if somebody hits us in the ship and this thing goes off, will Riven fly me back and just kind of like do a once around the rock?
All right,
Riven is what you get for not coming. Okay. I just want to go around. What do we see? What do we look for?
Going around, you see that rib cage like coming out of the rock now that it's kind of separated. Behind one portion where a large chunk of rock had broken off from the ribs, there is a small it looks like some type of gems that are embedded in the stone behind it, and
Okay.
like flying it also around, like she sees that it's shiny,
Mm-hmm.
and you see it, and continue flying, and as soon as you get to where like the jawbone is, you can see like where the vertebrae connect with where the jaw is,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like whatever top half was just broken off. You don't know how long or how old this thing is, but beyond that you
Does it
see
teeth?
this. It does have teeth in the bottom of the jawbone.
It looks just like the stone.
It looks like stone. Yeah.
Okay.
And now that you're like up and above it, you can see the other side of where this rock was kind of floating. There's this olive-colored pool that's in
We're looking for a silver colored pool.
space.
So I want to try to get some of the gems.
Okay,
Can we do that?
you can. They are close to the rib cage, so it's gonna be. It's gonna require an attack roll, and it would be to determine whether or not you actually hit the rib cage or cause
Okay,
a loud
hang on.
noise like that.
See what my spell guard shield does. Ah, freak.
So that I think is magical abilities that are being cast on you.
Saving throws against spells and magical effects. Is it a magical effect? I don't know.
It is.
And spell attacks have a disadvantage.
not
Yeah,
a magical effect.
Huh?
It is not a magical.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. You have the thunder armor on.
Yes. Whoa, not attuned though.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, he's wearing it. What do I do? Not attack?
Evendur's wearing it.
Well, didn't he want to? Oh no, he wasn't going to attune to it. Yeah, so I have it.
He can't even.
Yeah. 19 plus whatever you want me to add.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you are very careful getting like next to it, and you kind of move like you take your water skin or something like to like place between it to like stop the vibration of this bone or whatever, and chip out 2 diamonds, one of which is worth probably 1,000 gold pieces,
Okay.
and the other diamond is probably worth 500 gold pieces.
Okay. And then where did I put that under just items, I guess. Because I can't put it under currency.
Right.
A diamond he can use for what's it called? Can I try to get some more?
There are more, but they are so next to the bone that you would have to risk hitting the bone in order to get them out.
Okay. I go to the green pool.
Oh, okay. All right. The olive pool.
Mhm.
Are we going to go back to the ship and tell them all? Okay. So Riven flies the carpet up and over.
This is what
to
happens
the
when
side.
people miss.
Yeah.
Is I derail. Is it a sickly green or is it like emerald pretty green?
An olive green.
I think Riven's the one that has the moving rods on.
Yeah.
Just in case you need to.
Yeah.
Oh,
The strap.
she does have the immovable rod on her, so.
Start throwing bones in.
Yep.
I think the bone thing is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
We cut it in half. Get away. Toss it. Toss it.
Okay,
Make it
yeah,
a
you get up to where the olive-colored pool is, and Riven just straight says, "So you're gonna go in?"
Yep. I ask her to activate the movable rod. I hang on, and I, kind of put my left shoulder and my
The Captain
head out there.
America
Hmm.
pull.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What do
So
I see?
you stick your head in.
And is this pool on the floor or is it in the wall?
This one is you come out and you just pop your head
Honestly, I
up.
guess it doesn't matter because we're all floating. There's no
Right.
up or down.
Make a strength saving throw.
Okie doke. 13. Bless. Thank you.
Bless.
Oh, that is
13.
saving throws, yeah.
13 for 15.
Okay. So you stick your head up, and your head comes out of this this fetid bog that is beneath
Ooh.
you.
It is beneath me.
The entire area around you feels it feels dark. It smells like rotted like jungle and vegetation. You see like over on the ripple of the surface of this bog that you're in, like this spined large tail kind of dip beneath the surface, and you don't like feel physically like someone is yanking on you to keep you in, but just the essence of what this place is trying to force you in so that it will keep you in here.
Ugh.
And because of that, you grab and with all of your might pull yourself back out. You 14. You take 6.
I rolled a 15.
Oh, 15. You take 6 crushing damage
Okay.
as this area was trying to just kind of grab you and yank you in.
Okay.
Bummer. So, whatever this place
Okay.
was trying to keep you. Oh,
No conditions though or anything?
no.
Okay.
But you did feel, oh, sorry, yeah. So not only was it like smelled terrible, it was very ominous, it was dark and a little creepy, but you felt like despair just being in the area.
the second time.
Super emotional, yeah. This whole
Yeah.
thing.
The opposite.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, if there's nothing else just like a general investigation check, do I need to do that at all for what else is on the rock? I tell Riven and we'll tell.
Oh,
No.
no, that was, yeah.
All right. I go tell everybody back. I'm like, hey, look, there's a bunch of more gems, but it's not going to be easy to get them. And I show them the diamonds.
Riven's like, so what happened?
Oh, I tell her, yeah. I tell her, yeah, everything. I could probably come out all gross. My hair, I got like moss in my hair.
Oh, okay. Don't go to the olive ones. That's,
No olives. No.
Yeah.
let's actually get away from here.
Yeah.
as fast as
Agreed.
we can. They get back to the ship, and they tell Evendur, let's just keep going that direction, just somewhere not here. Let's just keep going.
Other than the way we came.
Yes.
Do you tell everyone that you found an olive pool, or do you want to keep
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Okay.
I tell her everything. Yeah. Whatever they think is the right thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah, we should probably go.
That doesn't sound like
That doesn't sound like home.
No.
home.
We're even close to home.
So, okay, I need someone to roll another d20.
Not me.
1.
A 1, okay.
I like how you look on your character sheet like maybe I've got something. I wonder if we're ever gonna get out of here, man.
I think we it's gonna be a point where we stick in a portal and then we just get sucked in, and then we have to go in.
To wherever it is.
Yeah, unless we want to just like, what's the rule? We're like, hey, if you get sucked in, we cut our losses with you.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, maybe that's one of the wow, geez.
That's that's bound to happen. Like,
Yeah.
You see this kind of dark purple colored pool after traveling in another direction, avoiding rocks, and the occasional blast of fire from the front as Evendur is occasionally checking to see if his weapons are coming back. Yeah. You
I'm imagining
come
like
across
shingles flying off as we go through space. Or do you want to check? You want me to check?
like an indigo colored pool.
This is the world of Levi's.
I'll check this one.
I mean, I can do it if you don't want to, but
I'll check this one.
all right.
All right.
Maybe Riven will let you use the movable rod. Oh, actually, we can tie you to the ship.
I move a rock on the ship.
Nice.
So you
Like it.
see
We have an anchor now.
Mm-hmm.
as you come out on the other side, you are on top of a jagged-looking cliff, overlooking this vast field that's in front of you. And in the moment that you come out and are looking in this, it's brightly lit. You see like this vast field that's going, and you see just entire armies of humans and dwarves and gnomes and giants, and they're all on this field of battle, and the entire field feels like it's shaking and trembling under the weight of just the sheer numbers of people that are here, and they're fighting and engaged in this incredible battle that is on a scale that you've never seen before, and people are dying and getting killed, and you see giants that are hurling massive boulders and just rolling through the lines, crippling and crumpling several people, and everyone is dressed in like full battle gear, and they're going in this massive battle of destruction. You just see, and it doesn't look like there's any wizards apparently. It's just mainly people using hand-to-hand weapons or bows and arrows, crossbows, catapults. Just
What do the gnomes fight with? If gnomes are at war, it's not good. Like, something's gone really wrong.
just the amount of sheer violence and
Does
death that is happening.
Does it look like looks like home or like the material realm or?
If it weren't for the massive amount of confused battle that's going on, it would look like the prime material plane. Like the grasses, the trees, the mountains, and you can see all of that just from where you are on this cliff, just rolling out in front of you.
Maybe that's home, man.
That's
Well, I don't say that, I guess, until you come back, but maybe it's home.
Yeah,
Are your perception check to see if I can? Oh, how high am I up?
about 70 feet up.
70 feet. I'll do a perception check to see if I can see anything that looks a crest or something to see if we know any of this. Yeah. 10.
This is like a perception check or a history?
First
or?
perception to see if I can see something, and then if I see something, then I'll do.
Roll a history check or whatever you
Oh, like a point of reference that
Yeah,
you would
like
recognize?
is there a crest, some sort of crest anywhere?
Yeah, oh, look at this
Oh,
armor.
yeah.
Oh, they don't have,
Yeah.
I've seen giants like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no.
That's the Twin Sisters mountain
yeah.
range.
It doesn't appear to have, like, taking a little bit of time to try and, like, gauge what's going on. It doesn't look like there is any definable side. Everyone is just fighting in this massive, chaotic battle that's going on in front of
So
you.
there's like no like literally like the dude next to him is fighting him too, and they're all
Right.
just like
Like dwarves that are in, like, a company, they're going through, they take down a giant, and then immediately begin infighting and start fighting each other. And it's at that moment that you see a body just tumble over and fall off the ledge above you and past your vision, and you duck back
Can
out
I-
the portal.
can I grab him?
Go ahead and make a dexterity check. Oh, athletics.
Athletics. 20, natural 20.
Oh,
Nice!
my God.
Nice!
It tumbles in front of you.
I'm
and you
sorry, I should be quiet.
Snatch him and lean
Yep.
back, and I'm assuming you're with Riven on her carpet. You pull out this human, and his chest is slit open, and blood is just kind of like spraying into the astral sea,
Healing
and
word.
Like a lava lamp.
Healing word.
like a lava lamp.
Nice, good job.
And,
I cast healing word right away.
all right.
We're all on the
Yeah.
boat, like rolling
Go ahead
dice
and
or
roll.
farting around.
Roll for HP for the healing word.
2d4 plus 2.
It's just 1d4.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, you're the spell. Sorry, I was thinking the
5.
5.
what's
Okay.
it called?
So the it's a man. You had pulled him through, and he's a human, so he's a pretty large guy for you to just.
It's just like the momentum.
Yeah, it was like so much adrenaline going through you at that time. You pull him out and have him there, and Riven sees you yank a man out who's bleeding everywhere. What's this?
Back to the ship.
And you do that, and
Click and move around. Oh, we are on the ship. Because we move around on the ship.
Yeah, you're just on a rope.
Yeah. Yeah.
you moved back to the ship, and he. Where am I? Where am I?
Where were you?
Kind of a long story.
Yes.
Is it done yet? I was on the cliffs.
Yes, this is the end. You should probably tell us what
I
happened.
really hope you have a religion, because if not, we gotta put you into a rock wall or something, man.
Is it done?
You have to tell us your deeds.
You got to tell
Where
me.
where you hail from.
What time is it?
There is no time.
Funny
Here.
question, really.
There is no time here.
No, I shouldn't be here. It's not dawn. I need to be back to see the sunrise. I shouldn't be here. What is it? And he starts reaching down, trying to grab a weapon, but he doesn't find any weapons on him. And the armor that he's wearing has like a noticeable gash through that. I shouldn't. Where are you? What?
Where should you be?
I should be at the front of the line, staring. I don't know. It's been. I don't know how long it's been, but it's not dawn. I shouldn't be alive right now. What is happening? Who are you? And he reaches over and tries to grab you. Are you going to resist his grab?
Yes.
Try and make it's an athletics check versus either athletics or acrobatics.
I do acrobatics. 6.
Okay. He tries reaching for you. I rolled a 2. Tries reaching for you. Riven slaps his hand away and kind of shoves him off into the astral space. So he's. Oh wait, you brought him to the ship.
Yeah, brought him to the ship.
You were bringing him to the ship when you cast Healing Word on him, and he flies off and is kind of like floating there in the air, and they pull back a little, and he's there. And he kind of gets this crazed look over his face, like he's enraged. I need to go back. How do I get back?
We'll let you go back if this is your judgment here. Before we send you to the afterlife.
This is your judgment.
Okay, go ahead and make a deception check.
12. I rolled so low. I rolled 2.
I love it. I think it's great.
You are just an old lady. You shouldn't be telling me what judgment is about.
I changed into thinking.
Oh,
With my had disguise.
You change it from his eyes. What manner of devil work is this? You need to send me back right now.
This is your judgment before we send you back.
This is no judgment. This is... I don't know what this is, but I should not be here.
Where should you
I
be?
should be on the field of battle.
Where? On field battle, but where you hail from?
Don't you have truth? Or friends? Does somebody have friends?
I don't know, friends. I think maybe.
Glorious field of battle.
Evendur might, but he's in the helm ship.
Are you back on the ship yet, or are you flying? Okay.
I think he's floating right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he kind of broke free.
Do you want
Prove my
to
deeds in
listen,
this
friend? Do
time.
you want to get back? Okay. What is your world called? What is the name of the world that you're from?
From Dunholm.
We're from Dunholm. I'm from Ithon.
This is not Dunholm, lad.
No, I know we're not. You're on the Starship Enterprise. I need you to be very clear here. I am from whatever year it is. I fought in the Great War. What time and era are you from?
From the Great War. It'll be the year 35 after the reckoning of man.
And where are you from? What year are you from?
Well, I just told you, from 35 in the reign of King Hexar.
Does that? I don't know what that means.
You have no idea. Evendur could roll a history check.
Yeah.
A natural one.
Well, why was everybody fighting each other? What was there magic in your world?
No, this is it's become a little befuddled, but I don't know. All I know is I need to get back to the front line.
You're in a hurry to die?
It's the only glory and honor that I could have for the rest of my life.
What if you could bring peace back to Dunholm?
Peace is an unattainable, lad. It's always going to be war. It's been war for longer than I can remember now.
I don't think this is.
It's obviously a different
Yeah.
timeline. So I don't know how to help with this man. You can head back and die if he wants. I mean, do you want to go with a sword at least?
My sword will reveal it back at my side when it becomes dawn again.
Like you just in a perpetual war?
When I wake up, I can go back and try to best my foes.
Wait, so they wake up after you die?
After, it's hard to describe, lad. All I know is that it happens on every time, and I get to retry every day to try and again take
It's
down.
bad version of Groundhog
But
Day.
maybe this is your way of escaping that loop. This is the answer.
There is no escaping. War is everywhere. And I need to get back to the front lines.
I want to give you something, and I pull out one of those little coins, and I said, "If you ever need us." You give this. I don't know. Use this to find us, and we'll try our best to come and save you.
Hey, have me thanks, but I don't need any help. I've got it from here.
Okay,
Well, that's rude. You don't take a gift.
I don't think it's.
Yeah,
Riven says,
lost cause.
so it's that green pool behind
Yep. Just
you.
think. Yeah. No, not green pool. Purple. Indigo.
Oh, you're right. Indigo.
All right.
Definitely not the green one. So he flies back,
Yeah.
and he starts getting near it. He started going into a battle cry, like yeah, and then he just disappears in the inside.
Off the cliff.
Off the side of the cliff. It's definitely what's on the other side of that.
Done.
Yeah.
All right.
Rob, not our corner because I think they come back alive. They come back from the dead.
Yeah, we don't want
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Not our place.
Almost. Closer.
All right. Do we get another portal before we quit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
Go ahead
turn?
and roll another d20.
We're getting closer.
12.
Okay, so you head off into a different direction and come upon the same gold-colored pool that you had found the first time.
Was that the angel one?
Yes.
Does it look like it has same stuff?
It looks like it's the same one.
I gotta know. And I put my head in.
You come to in the forest floor, and you see before you like a clearing in the forest where you see this massive mountain extending up into the cloud cover up ahead. And while the last time you were here, you had that memory and reflection of all of your guilt and
Yeah.
I don't know, guilt, and the same giant guardian begins beelining it
Yeah.
straight for you.
I just time out. Give me a second. I just have a one question for you. I apologize to bother you again. I just kind of keep my eyes down. Willingly die if that's what's necessary. I just need to ask you just a few questions to get just a minute of your time. Who do you worship? I gotta know.
Yeah, he gets close enough, and you're like, oh, just a few minutes of your time. And he comes with that massive spear and swings it right over your head, and you get this spray of hot acid is what it feels like, and it sprays all over the ground. And you look up, and there's this massive demon that's standing above you, and he has impaled it in the chest and rips it back out, and the top half of this giant demon splits off,
just
and
saved your life.
the blood sprays over you. You cannot be here. You must go.
I gotta know what happens when I die. Who do you worship? What am I
You say
supposed
that,
to
and
do?
You see coming from the tree line, just like all of these like demons. Like it looks like a body that's flipped upside down. That is all arms, and it's like spidering towards him. And this like a giant looking like bloated fly with this massive stingers coming over you, and he swings with his spear again and stabs and go now, and he shouts at you. What
I
do you
let
do?
go of the rope, and I join him in battle.
Oh my gosh! All right, I need you to.
Die? Like, we could just role play it like ROLE, because I'm gonna die. But I don't know what else to do.
Riven on the other side sees you completely go through the pool, and
I just draw my sword and my shield, and
right, like as you're going through, you heft him and move in, and she's looking around. What is happening? And you disappear, and you stand upon the grass. You don't see the pool beneath you. The
all I wanted was a portable, and you took it from me.
What happened, Riven?
Just
he went
go
through.
slap.
He went through. She's shouting to everyone on the boat, and yeah, you stand up. Yeah. What's your armor class?
20.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
75.
Yeah, right. Okay, does a 75 hit?
Oh man. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for.
Death save rules, pretty simple. Just
D20 plus.
I'm really good at those. Actually, I know those rules very well. Oh, I had to do it, man.
It's 11 plus.
Martha will start going on.
Okay.
Because
So
we got to discuss what happened if someone goes.
Yeah,
I don't.
I mean, you shouldn't come, but
The massive holy warrior who's above you takes his spear and stabs again at the like weird looking
Oh.
spider-like thing
Okay.
that's coming towards you and stabs down on it and flings it
try to attack it.
and go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah,
Um,
I try to be helpful. Okay, not too bad. 13 plus, I think it's a bonus of 6, 19.
okay, yeah.
It's
yeah.
at least 19.
Okay, good. That's a hit.
Okay.
So, you like he does that, flings the body over at that other like giant bloated wasp-looking thing, and it like hits it and knocks it over. And
This
then-
could be my gray to white Gandalf moment. Probably not.
this 10-foot tall, what looks like a pig-faced creature with like gorilla hair growing down it and like small wings sprouting from its back comes
Are
out
they
of its
vestigial?
It has like claws that look like they're large enough to be daggers, and it comes over to you and it rakes across you and
Guard shield. What the fuck does that thing do? I always forget. I'm stressed out,
Go ahead
man.
and roll for damage because you hit it.
9. It's gonna take forever.
You
You
take
do 1% damage.
Yeah.
9.
Karnath sword. If it hits minus,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
it called?
yeah.
And I get
Constitution.
1d4 plus my con.
You just have to keep hitting.
Yeah, I just can't
failed
stop.
my Constitution.
Okay, there we go. Plus my con, 2, 4. Done.
Okay.
Okay.
So he rakes across your skin and it tears 12 points of damage.
Is it any kind of magical effects or anything like that?
It is
Or
piercing?
okay.
Oh,
How,
he's slashing.
how much?
12.
Oh man.
And then he goes down to bite you, and then that's when you slash your sword at him, and you get those temporary hit points back.
Oh yeah, I guess I get a couple of attacks, don't I?
Yes.
I forgot. 19 plus. That doesn't crit or anything. I might be a different character I'm playing.
19 plus is a hit. Yeah.
4 plus 6, 10. And he loses another constitution hit point. And I gain another 4.
Well, I need to save. No, I didn't save. Oh wait,
Oh, yeah.
no, I did. I did save.
No matter what, I still heal, right? I heal, you just may not lose your con point.
That it doesn't specify. I don't think.
I will check.
So he does bite you,
Mm-hmm.
and you take 9 points of damage, piercing damage from that.
Okay.
And how far down the rope is Martha?
This is like
On a successful
within
hit.
6
Yeah,
seconds.
it's like 6 seconds. I'm like, I got 6 seconds on a roll.
Okay, yeah. So it's not either or. Just on a hit, I gain 1d4 plus my con, which is 2, and you lose 1 hit point if you don't make your save.
Okay.
So okay, and I
So-
take 9. You said
Yes.
okay.
12 plus
Like, mark
9.
that again.
And
12
then-
plus 9.
Right, because the first
Not
the
gonna
claws
take
going
9.
across was 12, and then the bite was 9. And then the last one, he tries to claw you again, and you lift the shield up, and it just like scrapes across the side of the shield. And then the massive angel takes his spear back and jabs it down the mouth, the open mouth of this pig gorilla flying beast. And the spear goes out the back of its throat, and he like rips it to the side, and its head comes off. And you're standing there, and those evil
Demons, yeah.
demons that were in the area have been dispatched, and he's not even like breathing hard, but he looks down at you, says, "It was valiant, stupid, but it was valiant."
Thank you.
Do you have a rope tied around you?
No.
No.
I was holding on to it, right, and I let go.
Oh my
I at the time I'm expecting my friends are gone. Like I have to figure this out.
Got it. So you're standing
In
on this
Celestia.
forest floor.
Well, I don't even know if that's where we're at. Oh yeah, he told us that's where we were.
Right. Yes.
With him and all the dead bodies. Do they evaporate like in video games?
They.
I don't know.
So
Unseen servants clean them.
all of their blood is like it's spraying with this hot like acid quality to it,
Mhm.
and so it's kind of like melting and burning the grasses and the trees that it is sprayed upon, but the bodies are still there lying on the ground.
Do I see the portal?
No, you don't see the portal. Riven is
You see Mark?
freaking out, so she sticks her head up.
So I turn, I don't see it, and I ask him, well, are there any more demons or anything?
Not in the immediate area, not within 6 seconds.
I want to be here. I want to come back here, and I need to know what I'm supposed to do to return.
Find High Priest. Hold on.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's like he loses vocabulary. Yeah.
Find High Priest Siegfried Arenzan.
Siegfried?
Yes.
He's all sure.
What time?
Yeah. Do you know where he is? Is he on Dunholm?
He is in your home world.
Siegfried Arinzai?
Arenzan.
Arinzen. What do I tell him?
Tell him that you are there to follow the path of Helm if you desire to come back here, mortal.
What's it like? I mean, were you a human like me when you...
No. It was created with the purpose of protecting these holy lands.
People like me, where do they go when they worship Helm? What happens to me?
You are able to guard the gates against those that would try and assail the heavens.
What's behind the gates?
The heavens.
And who's there?
Hell.
Yeah. Are there any other gods? Where I'm from, there's so many gods. I don't know which to do,
Yes.
which to worship.
There are. Hold on, let me get out my list.
Let me consult my
It's just scroll-
Bible. Yeah.
Consult the Book of Armaments.
The
Yeah.
Rolodex. Oh yeah, all these guys.
Yeah.
Chapter 5. This is 1 to 21. Skip a bit, brother.
I'm Benjen 1.
Yeah. It's only to chapter 1, verse 1. That's it, and then it ends dead. It's like gap theory in the Bible. Verse 1 to 2 is like just millennia.
For the sake of brevity, I'll say it's the goodly gods that are listed in the player's handbook.
So I heard that if I don't find a religion, then I end up in a wall as a brick. Is that true?
You would become part of the feud plane.
That sounds terrible.
It serves a purpose, as do all creatures.
I'm really just, it seems like a simple question. What am I supposed to do in Helmet? But I don't get to live there. I just keep fighting forever.
You are able to
is there no
partake
place-
of the peace in the heavenly world, but when called to defend the gates against the demons, then Helm's worshippers man the gates.
You just have a shift, you know, like your off days, on days.
Yeah. Yeah. You start at night.
Yeah, just like, oh, the bell's ringing again. We gotta go.
Can I ask your name? And I tried Benji to not die and to kill the guy. Does he give me his name?
You may know me as Anen.
Can't I just worship you? It'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, when you said that, he says no, and he stands up and his voice booms, and it's this intimidating, like
Okay.
it sounded like it was blasphemy that he was hearing in front of him.
What? I'm gonna metagame. I don't care.
I have to do a lot of.
What do you
research.
know? My father, before he died, he told me of the god Ao. What do you know of him?
We do not speak of the Overlord.
You know, is a reason why we can't have the conversation.
We are not permitted.
How do I find out more about him? He's the only one my father ever told me of.
If you would like to know more, then you should consult this with High Priest Siegfried.
Okay. I'm really trying not to roll an inside check. So I have his name and I have the name of the priest. Do you know if can you? How do we get back to our to Dunholm, to our world?
You must find the silver pool.
You know, we've been trying that. It's been a while. We ended up back here. I think we're going in circles. Is there like a direction? I tell him about the ship, and I was like, I turn around and I'm like, I'll be honest, I don't even know how to get back. I thought you'd sealed up the place that came out before.
No, this is a pool.
Oh. Can you show me where it is? I'd like to get back, but if you could.
Riven sticks her head up.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Aro, thank you for your time. I apologize. I'll try not to come back. Maybe we'll see each other again after this.
Here, come on.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going. She like
Yeah.
sinks her head
Yeah.
back down, and her hand's like still up there.
Oh, it's her. I see. So I think my ride's here. Do you want me to go? Should I stay here with you? I'd be happy to fight.
No, thank you.
You suck.
We saw how we got hit.
Yeah.
We saw.
He looks up, and you see like 5 other of these giant like people start flying in your direction, and you hear like these hoots and hollers coming in from the forest.
Would it be disrespectful to offer him something that I have?
You don't know the answer to that. You could roll an insight check to see if
Did Hannah give me anything?
she give you
Like
drugs.
my digit? Yeah, my drugs. Like instinctively, I know maybe that's not a good idea.
The drugs on the ship, so.
Yeah. Oh. He was born there, right?
Yep. I think the only thing you can do is follow what you said. That's not right.
He's humongous.
Yeah, he's 15 feet tall.
So like any of my weapons look like.
It's
Yeah.
like
Just toothpicks.
like toothpicks to him. Yeah.
coin.
Yeah, right.
That's even what it is.
If you need us.
Oh, okay. Let's kind of roll back. So let's say like I have like my favorite spatula. And it's like the only thing that I haven't lost and I kept for some reason. I kind of ruffle around and pull it out. Like, because at this point it doesn't matter what I give them. In some way I want to like express like how much it means to me, but not with words. And I'd like you to have this, and I hope to see you again.
He reaches down.
I'm about to fight this.
Yeah.
You should go now.
Yeah.
You have my thanks, mortal.
Puts it away like a spot again. I go back up with
As
Riven.
soon as she feels your hand, she yanks.
Yep.
You look.
Yeah.
Halfway down the road. Oh, you got him.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You know, God stuff. And as we're driving back, I kind of tell him, I'm like, she's probably super ticked, but I'm like, he did say you were supposed to tell me what the activation word for your carpet was, but, you know.
It's not gonna reach through you going through pools, okay? Well, we will pick up there
Yeah!
outside the golden pool next week on Dungeons and Dragons.